This is the Keep It P, and we're back. I'm Jay Lava. I scour the internet so you don't have to. They tripping right now. They going in. I mean, yeah, you if you make content, you've seen your comment sections, you done seen your feeds, you done seen the videos. They're going in. They're going crazy. I got a video for you. I'm gonna play, and then after I play that, I'll be right back with the other videos. Let's keep it P podcast. Stay locked in. Come on, let's go.
And I personally hope that my people get this message as fast as they can so that we can move toward freedom and independence and be extricated and removed from white rule and domination.
Oh, yeah, get it. Y'all like that? I done went bald on him, man. I done had to go bald on him, man. It is what it is. But she got something to say, but I didn't want to start it off right there. I kind of wanted a stronger message. Matter of fact, I already know about the 2 minute rule, so I'm gonna wait a couple seconds before I get into that because I know they got a bunch of cursing, and I don't feel like my video being targeted right off the bat. But y'all can come on in and hit that like button and let me know where you're tapping in from. And then once I see the chat start rolling, I will put the thing up. Uh, Let me go ahead and get you one real quick to get your little beak wet because he was saying some unsavory things that I definitely wanted to wait until after the 2 minute mark. If y'all don't know about the 2 minute mark, the 2 minute mark is very important because that's when most of the algorithms kind of scan your joint and see what you're talking about. You know what I mean? And then you kind of Gucci. Let me see where we at. All right, it's 2 minutes. Let me go ahead and let him rip. It's 2 minutes. Go on for it, dog.
You know, not too many white people have the balls to say what I say. And I'm glad this gentleman is saying it what it is. See, when you unsubscribe from white people's ideology, you don't have to play by their rules anymore. You can't talk about fuck him. Yes, the fuck I can. I don't give a fuck that you think it's evil or bad or I don't give a fuck. You think whatever the fuck you want to think. I'm glad people are unsubscribing to this made up white ideology that white people can just do what the fuck they want to do and we have to take it. But then when they reap what they sow and deal with real life consequences, we're to be quiet? No, that's what the fuck you do. Because every time a white person conducts themselves unbecoming, I guess, of what white people's standards happen to be, you don't say shit. When police officers murder unarmed men, women, and children, white, black, doesn't matter, you bitches are quiet. Every time white people do dumb, fucked up shit that makes other people look at you like the villain, you're quiet. But then, when they reap what they sow, we too are to be quiet? No, fuck you and fuck them. That little bully motherfucker ain't gonna bully nobody else. That's just the nature of the fucking beast. I keep telling you, we have been conditioned to deal with your bullshit and accept how you see things and how you do things. And if we don't do it according to your way, it's bad. That shit is dead, like Austin. No more. It ain't coming back. Moving forward, if and when white people do dumb white people shit and they die, we laugh, we enjoy, we rejoice. That's what it is. Don't give a fuck about it. This is the equivalent of us saying, don't say the N-word, but you say it anyway. How come you say it? We're not listening. No comprehendo. No sé. Okay? That's just what it is. So be mad, be upset, but guess what? Be ready, because it ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep coming like a cast iron deck. Capiche? Fuck your feelings. Fuck all that.
Before, if you ain't gonna rock, you ain't.
Oh shit! Hold on. My bad. I cut his growth. My bad. But the point is that the sentiment is kind of growing. This brother right here kind of broke something down that was so tough. I had to let him rock for a minute.
Fitness, then you ain't gonna rock with me. I got people who are on my Facebook page who are my clients and they still rock with me. So if you're not gonna rock, if you haven't rocked with me now and what I do, then darn it, you're not gonna rock with me. So no matter what I say or don't say, you ain't gonna rock with me. Why? Because you're afraid of my workout anyway. So it don't even matter. So it don't even matter. You ain't gonna do it now.
Get over there.
And those white folks who do know me, who hear what I'm about to say, you know my heart and you know me. However, I have to speak the truth. And this is where most of us are afraid to speak the truth because we're afraid of hurting people's feelings.
I say fuck.
But if the truth hurts your feelings, then you should not be on the planet because we're surrounded around truth. Listen, this Carmelo Anthony situation, right? I can't even go through my timeline or anything without it popping up everywhere, like everywhere. Here's the thing. I'm not going to get into into anything about that situation because no one knows. I wasn't there. You wasn't there. It's all just emotional bias speculation. However, there is a truth. There is a truth, and the truth will come out. But I don't even want to really talk about that. I want to talk about the effect of what's happening with this thing, though. Because what's happening is we're seeing a clear exposure. Like, we're seeing white folks being exposed for a lot of them for who and what they are at the core. When you look at these comments on some of these videos that's talking about the case and all this, people giving their opinions, look at the comments. You see all kind of racial hatred. You see all types of, you see people posting watermelon felon. You see people posting all types of outlandish racial nonsense about this brother. You see them making all types of accusations about his upbringing, his family. I mean, just hatred. Just hatred. Just like crazy stuff. They making dolls, right? I mean, you know, it's all AI stuff, but it's crazy. But the thing is, not only that, because ain't no coming back from that. Like, you all, here's the thing. By the white folks who are choosing to expose themselves now, it's evident that, sound like Brother David, it's evident that you're supporting your racist brother who was a part of this situation. All the devils are coming out now. They're all coming out.
Yep.
You know, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us thoroughly who these people were. And today, this generation are just offspring. They're the offspring. They're the offspring. They're the offspring. But what's happening is they're being exposed now. They are bearing witness to the truth of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and those of us who have been, you know, expressing this, they're bearing witness through this circumstance. To me, it's like Allah is saying, I'm going to create a circumstance that proves, one, who they are, and also it's going to show those black folks who hate themselves who they are.
Oh, I've been saying a lot of them. Oh, it's a lot of them. We're going to get into them in a minute. But I did want to dig a little deeper into these people in the comment section and these profiles. I thought this was very interesting.
I made a video about like white people using bot accounts and private accounts to be racist towards black people. And honestly, I'm not even going to be mad or anything because like I get so many comments like this from these people on Facebook. Yep. That it's starting to become, I'm used to it, but if we express how we feel, y'all get us fired from our job. I just don't think you should be working around black people or any. If you working at a job and you working around minorities, but yet you get on social media and you talk down about how bad they are and how you hate them so much, honestly, you shouldn't be able to work around them.
Right.
Go find you a job with everybody, like an all white cast. Go find that. They shoot each other every weekend and then they chant Black Lives Matter. But don't think they are scared. It's about losing the job they have. You can easily get someone fired for that shit. So don't say it. Because you can express yourself freely about white people and nothing happens to you. But when a white person says something negative about a black person, a bunch of pussies got to track down his job and try to get him fired. Y'all realize the majority of the things you be saying are genuinely inhumane, right?
Right.
There's nuance around why people try to get y'all fired. But okay. It's okay for black people to be racist on Facebook. Black people can't be racist. But if a white man says something negative, everybody try to locate him and dox his information. Once again, do you not see the stuff y'all be saying? and then like look at why black people say the stuff they do compared to why y'all say the stuff y'all do. Y'all say stuff out of hatred. Black people say stuff out of like defense, experience. We've been through this so many times and we're speaking about how we feel about it, and then y'all get mad about it. I made a video about like white people using body.
Hey, and just so y'all know, it's not one-sided. I like to show y'all that it's duality. We all speaking on the same accord. Sis had to bust it down too because she was on some real shit.
I need to know why everybody acting like they don't know why black Americans, black foundational Americans are mad. And it ain't even that we're mad. We just tired than a motherfucker. Tired of people doing stuff and sweeping it under the rug and expecting us to just accept disrespect. Not only disrespect, but murder. Like it is the foundation of America to be the bullies of black people. FBAs are the punching bags of America. We're the whipping boy. You all can go out and make decisions that hurt the whole country, and then at the end of the day, it ain't your fault. It's our fault, even though we wasn't even in it.
We ain't in charge of nothing.
We wasn't even in it. Yeah, y'all went and voted for a president because y'all thought that niggas was about to be back on the fields picking cotton and shit. And when that didn't happen, now you call, we need the black Americans to go out and fight. But now that the black Americans ain't going out and fighting, we just gonna kill you niggers until you go out and do what we want you to do. We gonna kill you niggers until you go out on the front line and sacrifice your life for ours. Even though we don't like you, we don't fuck with you at all. We don't respect you. We don't even think you do. We don't even think that you deserve to live. We look at you less than a human being. You gotta take this whipping, nigger. You gotta take this whipping with your head held high and make me feel good about whooping your ass every day.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what's going on. And don't nobody want to take that shit no more. Even though we built up this country, even though we keep putting money in your pocket, spending money in your establishments where we know we ain't welcome. And you wonder why we don't want to spend our money with y'all no more? You mad at us because we don't want to let you fuck us over again and again and again and again. You mad at us?
Right.
Because we won't let you continuously abuse us? Y'all don't even want to let us in the work field. And when you do, you treat us like shit, and you let it be known that you don't fuck with us, that you don't respect us. And then we got to work 10 times harder than our counterparts that don't even look like us. I need y'all to start making shit make sense. I need to know why everybody acting like they don't know why black Americans, black foundational Americans.
She was spitting. She had a point. I can understand her frustration. But this what I be saying. Don't tell me to stop.
Respectfully, don't tell me to calm down. Don't tell me to chill out. Don't tell me to do nothing. I sat back and I watched people dog the Anthony's family. I watched a grieving family perform like they gave a damn until the verdict was handed down,
Right.
and then they exposed who they really are.
Exactly.
Fucktards. Okay. I kind of sat back and I allowed them to really just be taken through the ringer when we got a young black man who was simply trying to live, mind his business,
Right.
not get wet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Was placed into an unfortunate situation
Uh-huh.
by two white men.
Yeah.
Nah, ain't no calming down. Actually, we're not loud enough. You know what I'm saying? We're not loud enough. We're not loud enough. We're not loud enough.
I think so.
We have a baby doing 35. Granted, pending appeal, he coming home. But you get what I'm saying? And then these bitches got the nerve to try to put the cherry on top by getting in our comment section. Trying to demean us? Man,
Right.
fuck no, man. It's just 2026, so fuck a pitchfork. We back in the field with these hoes. Fuck them. These bitches can't be outside long. This is their time now. They outside right now. Why we in here getting our sleep and shit? Cause the sun charged us. Them bitches can't charge from the sun. They burn. What burns? You get where I'm going with that. You get what I'm saying? Now, that's all I'm gonna say about that. We ain't loud enough. Fuck them.
Yeah, I would agree with the sis. We're not loud enough. There is more things to be said because guess what? They just gonna keep popping up and popping up. But I got something for y'all though. I got something for y'all. Y'all don't like when I say it. Oh no. You got to hear it from your own. And boy, don't she tear y'all a new buttocks. Kick it.
What about white people? Oh, poor old little white people. We need to be protected. We're so oppressed. All right, so here we go. You ready for some stats? White school districts get $23 billion more in funding than black school districts. White people make 27% more in salary on average than black people. For the first 81 years that our country existed, there was 0% black representation in Congress. 0. Then, during the period of Reconstruction from 1870 to 1901, we actually had 22 black members of Congress and about 1,500 black people that held local and national offices. But Jim Crow didn't like that. So during the Jim Crow era of 1901 to 1929, what happened? We went back to 0% representation. Then in 1975, we had gradually increased to the whopping number of 17 black people in government offices. And in 1981, we were still 94% white in the government. However, by 2025, that ratio had increased to 12.5% black representatives in government. And that is a record for the United States.
And by the way, those is a bunch of tethers. They're not foundational black Americans, but go on.
And it actually matches the proportion of black people in the population. So that was an amazing accomplishment for us. And guess what's happened now? The white supremacists don't like that. So what's happened? They're now removing the right for black voices to be heard and for their votes to actually lead to their electing representatives that understand their experience of black people, because the white supremacists who are in the White House, all over the Republican Party, they didn't like that black people had made such progress in terms of their representation in the government. Finally, I can get into the crime statistics if you like. Like, for instance, a study done in Chicago found that black people were 4 times more likely to be stopped by the police. In LA, it's 120% more often that black people are stopped by police. In New York City, 90% of all traffic stops involve people of color. In Cleveland, people of color have 3 times more of a chance to have their vehicle searched after they've been stopped. So, yeah. Tell me how disenfranchised white people are again. You're just lying. Well, you could actually do your own goddamn research. So just saying you're lying or these aren't real isn't a response. That's just what an uneducated, stupid person says. It's very easy to do research right now. What about white people?
That's how y'all sound over there in my joint, right? And then Y'all do. Why y'all don't like hearing real shit from y'all people? Why is it when y'all people be kicking the ballistics, y'all don't want to hear nothing about that? She burns y'all little soul up, don't you? You do not want to hear that from her, do you? Some people get it. Some people get it. A lot of you don't. A lot of you don't. Right? Speaking of people not getting it, y'all think it's a game out here, don't you? Y'all think it's a game, but it's a new day. Let me show y'all this brother right here. Let me show you how this brother right here is addressing it.
I'm sorry, Howie, but here's a quick spoiler alert. Just like you see that picture, there are phones out there. They used one of those phones to call me. I pulled up. When I pulled up, the guy was still there. I went into the pool area to talk to the guy by putting his hands on my son. The guy immediately jumped up, came toward me, called me a nigga, swung at me. I ducked him and I beat his ass. So, it's not a question of who's gonna win a fight. I don't need his name for a fight. That's already done. He don't want to see me again. But Howie, if you do, I'm in McKinney, and we can see if you gonna have better results than he did. But don't come on the page with all of this shit. How you automatically defend a racist because I know you're a racist. Monkey this, monkey that, chimp this, chimp that. I'm only a 6-hour drive away. You could come on and get it too. I'm sorry.
Come on and get you some too. See y'all gonna run up on the wrong person in their comment section and get what you got coming to you there, boy. But I do got a question though, since we doing all y'all over there doing all of this talking, and I'm glad because that's a great segue. Y'all helped me write this. But since y'all doing all this talking, what we talking about?
I got up this morning and I've been having a beautiful day. I'm taking care of my family and I decided to lay down and take a nap. Before I begin, this is my disclaimer because all white people are not bad. I know some absolutely amazingly beautiful people of non-African American descent, okay? With that being said, the Saltine Savages are still running amok in my comment section.
Yep.
And I've been getting a lot of comments like this. Now what Justin McGowan decided to put here is out here knocking each other off by the hundreds daily, but swearing everyone else is the problem. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, clown, 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 clown. Bless your heart, queen. Eyeballs. Now, Justin, I'm not singling you out because I've seen this comment a lot. And I'm not one to ignore the facts. You're right. But serious question to you, Justin, and others. Why is it that when situations like this happen and we're upset because justice isn't fair, y'all say stuff like that? Oh, y'all do it to each other like, is that some type of justification or something? But again, you're right. Black on black crime is an issue. But the thing is, you fail to point out stuff like this. Wait, hold on real quick.
Got something for you.
I'm going to put my pretty face on hold real quick
Hold
to
on,
show
y'all.
you some faces that you might want to familiarize yourself with. You see this beautiful young lady? Her name was Gabby Petito. She was strangled to death by her fiance Brian Laundrie in a domestic dispute. Now at this point we are all familiar with Kyle Rittenhouse, but these are his victims: Joseph Rosenbaum, Anthony Hubbard, and Gage Grosskreutz. Are you familiar with Alex Murdaugh, the man who killed his beautiful wife Maggie and his son Paul? I mean, Ted Bundy, for crying out loud. He confessed to killing 30 women, but experts believe that it's been over 100. And look at this goofy Brian Kerberger. Now this one really hurt, but he killed 4 University of Idaho students: Madison Mogen, Kaylee Consalves, Xana Kernoodle, and Ethan Chapin. That one really hurt. You really want to piss somebody off? Just talk about Chris Watts. This goofy set up here and murdered his beautiful wife Shannon, their unborn child Nico, and his 2 daughters Bella and Celeste. You know what he did to their bodies? Disgusting. I'm not going to give this goofy Jodi Arias too much FaceTime, but her victim, this is Travis Alexander. She really killed him because he didn't want to give her committed ding-a-ling. Sad. And we mustn't forget this party animal wench, Casey Anthony. The way she did her baby girl Kaylee was horrible. Absolutely horrible. And the way that the system failed this baby. My God, she would be 20 years old today. I wonder what she would be doing with her life right now. You ever think about that? Look at this beautiful baby. Look at this beautiful baby. And they let her mother go home. Tragic. Now, Justin, I could sit here and go all day. We can talk about the Scott Petersons, the Drew Petersons, the Brian Walsh, the Jack Reeves. We can go on and on with this all day. But then again, the difference between you and I is what goes on in our community. I'm not trying to use it against y'all. I'm not trying to use it to justify anybody's behavior, because right is right and wrong is wrong.
Exactly.
I just find it sad and pathetic that when situations like this occur, y'all want to talk about what goes on in the black community, that y'all seem to forget what goes on in your own backyard. Bottom line, there's same race crimes in every group of people, not just blacks. We could all stand to do better. So stop doing that. Today's educational moment has been sponsored by me. Do better.
Shout out to Keymel Miller, right? See, y'all so high IQ and short attention span that you can't even listen to the message. You understand? Oh, they say my joint was just taken down. Hold on, let me see. Boy, they hate when I'm telling the truth, y'all. Oh, y'all hate when I'm telling the truth. This video may attack a person or a group based on who they are and portraying them as inferior. Oh, y'all some hoes. Y'all is some bitches. Y'all sit up online and talk all that shit, and then when a nigga get to getting in y'all ass, y'all go call the man, huh? Y'all think I'm lying? Look, I just got this message. Check this out. We removed your video. Why this happened? This video may attack a person or a group of people, but y'all some most sensitive little jellyfish, little yellow belly, lily livered. Yellow belly, lily liver, cowardly. Can't hear constructive criticism. That's why you're terrible people. And we ain't only talking about the ones that be talking about the bullshit in my comment section. Terrible people, just like y'all. The hypocrisy, right? That goes into my next video. Go ahead, kick it, dog.
Anthony have a pocket knife at a track meet? Great question. I'm happy to answer it. But first, let's just keep it honest. Nobody would give a flying fuck if he had that pocket knife in his pocket and he never used it. They only care because he used it.
Yeah.
There are people walking around right now, all around the country, at church, at the park, at the playground, at the Walmart, wherever the hell, with some kind of concealed weapon, and nobody gives a flying fuck because they're not using it. So he had a knife because he had a goddamn knife. See, right now, I'm not planning on using it, but I'm about to walk into the store here, right? And I'm going to have my 9mm on me. And nobody's going to give a flying fuck because guess what? I'm not going to use it. But if I needed to, I would. And in Carmelo Anthony's case, he felt like he needed to, so he did. See, I find it really ironic that the same people who are questioning why Carmelo Anthony had a knife at the track meet are the same people that will argue you up and down about how we should have the right to open carry assault rifles in public. And to some that may sound crazy, but why don't you go back and look at one of my videos? I actually did it on somebody doing that here in my city. They were walking around downtown with their assault rifle in the open because they could. Now the question comes, why the fuck are you walking around with an assault rifle? Last time I checked, Indianapolis, Indiana is not at war. There's no need to walk around with M16s and AK-47s and fucking AR-15s downtown, you know, next to Whole Foods. Now, if you go out to the east side, that's different. I can understand. Shots. Beep, beep. But real talk, Carmelo had a knife on him for the same reason most of us carry weapons. In case some life-threatening situation happens,
right,
he can defend himself. And that apparently is what happened, and that's what he did. Let's stop acting like life-threatening situations can't happen everywhere.
Right.
I'm pretty sure those people felt no need to carry a weapon at church when Dylan Roof came in there and pew-pewed like 9 fucking people. I bet you the family of those praying churchgoers wish one of the people on their side had a pew-pew so they could have neutralized the situation. And may God bless those people and their families, but they weren't able to respond to the situation because why would you need a weapon at church, right? Had, for example, Austin Metcalf decided he was going to pew-pew the whole track meet, and then Carmelo had went up and shanked him, I bet you nobody on God's green earth will be questioning why did Carmelo Anthony have a knife at a track meet? It will be thank God he had a knife at a track meet.
Right.
And I get it. It's a school. You're not supposed to have weapons. But the reality is there are weapons all around the school. You got the lunchroom. You got arts and craft. Hell, at my school, somebody got stabbed with a pen. So to answer your question, he had it because he needed it. But why did Carmelo Anthony have it?
He had it because he needed it. You know what? We got to break this right here on this channel real quick, because everybody ain't stupid, and everybody been saying Mr. Metcalf's words back to him. So I thought maybe we need to revisit that, because the dude's a scumbag.
Get what Jeff Metcalf said in an interview with Kumo the other day.
I guess my kids referred to me as I'm old school. I was raised with different values and morals.
Different values and morals. I wonder what those could be.
Dumb shit. You're so unintelligent, you can't even fill out a form correctly. You don't even know who your daddy is, because 78% of you don't have your father in the home anymore.
Like you ain't
got
at home.
Baby mamas running around with 8 kids so they can get EBT cards to feed you all.
Like your baby mama's kids was, and messed around and got killed. But go on.
I digress. Let's get back to the interview.
But I think it starts at home in today's society with the parents. They're the ones that give you the guidance, the moral compass, the values that you're going to be growing up with, and hopefully be a contributing factor to society in a productive way.
Man, he said a whole lot right there.
He did.
It's a reflection of the parents, right? If I was an individual who just went out and put my hands on people over words, I think maybe it'd be a reflection of my parents. I'm just not sure that would be productive.
I was 18 once, and I thought I was 10 foot tall, bulletproof, and knew everything.
Okay.
I really think if we're concerned, I'm concerned about the future of where our country is headed. What is the world going to be like? What are we going to treat people like? How are we going to interact? How do we teach our children? That's the biggest issue right now. I think conflict resolution needs to be taught in school to kids. I don't think in today's world there are too many opportunities for conflicts that can arise, and they don't have the mental capacity yet to understand how to de-escalate.
Let me tell you something. The statement Jeff just made, that our youth don't have the ability to utilize conflict resolution, is the same communication many people have used to get off for heinous crimes, because they were young and they were white. In this situation with Carmelo Anthony, I believe that sentencing should be fair at the very least.
The whole thing. I hear what you're saying.
Could have been avoided.
I hear what you're saying, and
I could tell both of them. Austin could have walked away.
And if Austin would have walked away, then he would have still had his life, and Carmelo would have still had his future.
Exactly.
Carmelo could have walked away.
And I also agree here. Carmelo could have walked away if hands wouldn't have been placed on him.
But that's not what happened.
I hear it.
And these are the words of Jeff Metcalf. And everybody can have their perspective on how to interpret what he said, but this is what he said. Let's take a quick.
And yeah, whoever said that, yeah, they come in here starting all of that trash and then run to the authorities. He's saying things I don't like. Let's just try to get his screen taken down. You little puss. Y'all some little pussies. I get it though. I be striking the nerve with the shit I be saying. It's all good. It's all good though. It's all good. This is the question I got though. This is a very good one right here.
I find it so funny that white people got to make fake pages just to express how they feel about black people.
I made a video about this like a week ago. White people, children, body counts, private accounts. Look at this one. Ethan's dad. Hey, your dad called. Just kidding. That is a private account. Do you think you'd be hated if you didn't account for nearly all crimes imaginable in every country on earth? That's a private account. Black people, when some say all lives matter, that's a private account. The black man didn't go there for no firewood. This is a video about a black dude literally going to borrow some firewood. He went there for an attack, a white man, and found out he don't play and changed the narrative. That's a private account. My thing is, I'll get on here and I'll say how I don't trust a lot of white people. I don't like how a lot of people move and operate. Like, I will say that. You can see my face. But for some reason, y'all can never express how you feel unless it's behind a mask. If you think about the KKK, wore a mask. Y'all get on the line, y'all get on a private account. I don't understand. If you know, like, and we live in a society where your words will have consequences, keep it to yourself. You can keep it in your head, but y'all take it upon yourself to go spread this on social media, and then when somebody finds out who you are and they let your bosses know, and then that catches up to your real life, then it's a problem. Stop. Just literally keep it in your head. Keep it in your body. Or at least say it with your full face. Like, stop hiding behind these private accounts. It's weird.
That's what I'm saying. Don't be looking so supreme to me, right? Say it with y'all full chest. Y'all over here, y'all over here, the masked up writers. Ain't none of y'all out here saying it with your full chest. Little punks, you little cowards. But that goes to this. Your boy, he had the mask on all while the trial was going on by gag order, but then he started talking too much.
It gets overturned on appeal, and I'm going to show you why.
The Frisco ISD incidents and treatment. This Mike Waltrip, the superintendent who has recently resigned and retired, is the most spineless, coward piece of shit I've ever met in my entire life. This is the same individual who got pressured from Dominique, irrelevant minister, whatever, Alexander, and the Freeman Group, saying that we're going to riot if you don't let him graduate. They folded like a cheap tent to the pressure.
And right here is why I say, instead of going to the court of public opinion and trying to petition and riot, you request documents. You argue it behind the scenes, procedurally. That's the only way that you can really win before you get a lot of eyes on it.
Folded like a cheap tent to the pressure. It went against, I even had a meeting with them, and all he could say was, I followed the law, I followed the law, I followed the law, like a little parrot. No, following the law and doing the right thing is not always the same thing.
Now here's a soft admission that he really doesn't want us to follow the law. He wants to follow his subjective idea of what the right thing is.
You hid behind the law because you're too coward. You can't be a man to stand up and do the right thing. I showed you in your handbook, mandatory expulsion, murder, mandatory attendance policy. You didn't go back to school after April 2nd.
This is where the school is subtly admitting we don't have the grounds to expel him because, number one, it's before adjudication, and number two, that would be horrible for you. Because if we were to give them access to the documentation that we have, the impact on that jury would be markedly different. That's why he goes on to say, well, he didn't come back to school. Because what he did was the superintendent got the family to agree to not send him back rather than excluding him.
I don't give a shit if you had the credits. Didn't make the attendance. Shouldn't have been able to graduate. You still gave a murderer a diploma. But yet you didn't respond to my ex-wife's email till after the elections. You waited over 30 days to respond with a callous, incompassionate response that just showed how shallow you were.
This was a crime.
And then when I got to meet you face to face, you little bald-headed piece of shit, you sat there and looked me in the eye and said, I didn't fold. Well, who did? The buck stops with you. You're the superintendent. Thank God you're no longer here. Everyone thinks you did such great things for Frisco. Really? Then why do we have declining enrollment? Why are we losing funding because of populations and growth displacement? Why are we having people homeschool their kids more? I can tell you, because Frisco ISD is no longer what it used to be. Just like this town is no longer than what it used to be. Now, I'm not here to talk about H-1 visa fraud or different ethnic groups who have decided to invade Frisco. Everyone can live where you want to live.
It's important to note that Frisco ISD is one of the only majority Asian school districts in the state of Texas, with 45% Asian, 25% white, and then 11 and 13% black and Hispanic respectively.
But this complexity of this city has changed dramatically. And I'm not saying this for the better. But Frisco ISD, with the video, when they fumbled that whole ordeal, oh, we're not going to let the police have it. We're going to hold on to it because Frisco ISD owns it. But we're going to open it up to let people come in and view it. But you have to sign in. But you can't tape it. And then you screw it up and you let a child pedophile, convicted pedophile, view the video of kids. You let an activist who is blatantly lying and spreading false information about me, my son, and everybody else, you let them look. What?
Not only was he being coached through that interview, seems like he wanted things to be done the Frisco way, the ways in which he remembered. And for some reason, that superintendent refused to do it the Frisco way. I don't understand why. Also, he does admit to knowing the judge.
And on top of that, I wanted to go back to, because he didn't cover this, the sentiment though, like the attitude, like the city is changing, not for the better. And is that the type of sentiment that you instilled in your son, to have him thinking that he could bully Carmelo and tell him go where to sit? Is that where that come from? Sounds like it to me. Sounds like he got that straight from his dad. This guy's such a hothead too. He cussing out his own folks, the people that just looked out for him. Man, talk about loyalty to the game. I see why they put a gag order on him, because cuz don't know when to shut the fuck up. But this is another question that I got that I well, not a question, but a statement that was made that I found pretty interesting about these type of people and the kind of attitude that they have. And it does make sense. What you say? Is that why they jokes be so stale and they say the same thing in the chat and all of that? Is that okay? Now it's starting to make a little sense, because they don't got time to develop them skills to actually be witty or say something. Okay, all right, okay. She cooking. Hold on. Happy have hobbies on their spare time. So like instead of that, they use their spare time to jump into black people's chats and spit. Oh, okay. She cooking. Let me bring that back, because maybe y'all didn't hear that. She talking to you. Oh, my bad. I ain't giving y'all the lesson that y'all need. My bad. It's been a long stream. Hold on. Let me get out. Listen to old girl cook on y'all real quick. She talked fast, so I might have to play it over a couple times.
Why people don't have personalities outside of racism, and I mean that so sincerely.
And what she say?
Why people don't have personalities outside of racism, and I mean that so sincerely.
One more time.
Why people don't have personalities outside of racism, and I mean that so sincerely. That's why MAGA is so popular, because white people have often grown up around people who make racist jokes, and punching down is a form of humor. Everything is pretty much built around their communities, around church, around politics, and being a Republican, which at its core is basically just hoarding resources and pushing other people out. And so of course they don't have a time to develop actual senses of humor or other personality traits that are generally seen as positive or interesting to attract new friends, to attract new partners, to be happy and have hobbies on your spare time. Not to mention,
is she talking about y'all? Because y'all exhibiting them type of traits that she talking about. Let's go over that again. I'm trying to learn you something now. What she say?
Why people don't have personalities outside of racism, and I mean that so sincerely. That's why MAGA is so popular, because white people have often grown up around people who make racist jokes, and punching down is a form of humor. Everything is pretty much built around their communities, around church, around politics, and being a Republican, which at its core is basically just hoarding resources and pushing other people out. And so of course they don't have a time to develop actual senses of humor or other personality traits that are generally seen as positive or interesting to attract new friends, to attract new partners, to be happy and have hobbies on your spare time. Not to mention the deep disdain for intellectualism and learning and books and reading is literally putting these people into a box in which they cannot escape, because through reading and learning about special interests, that opens the door to a whole new group of people, into making friends, whether it's online or in person. That is why these people are so miserable, because not only do they hate other people and are they incredibly selfish, but they do not have a lot of personality. They don't have a lot of things that make them them. You can't look at something and be like, oh, this reminds me of my...
Man, hold on, man. She's talking way too fast. Let me slow that down just a little bit, because I don't think y'all really hear what she's saying.
Outside of racism, and I mean that so sincerely.
Why
people don't have personality.
Oh, not faster. Oh my God, not faster. Let me slow that down just a little bit so y'all can actually take it in. I don't think y'all really I don't think it's really registering your earlobes and your ear canal.
Why people don't have personalities outside of racism, and I mean that so sincerely. That's why MAGA is so popular, because white people have often grown up around people who make racist jokes, and punching down is a form of humor. Everything is pretty much built around their communities, around church, around politics, and being a Republican, which at its core is basically just hoarding resources and pushing other people out. And so, of course, they don't have a time to develop actual senses of humor or other personality traits that are generally seen as positive or interesting to attract new friends, to attract new partners, to be happy and have hobbies on your spare time. Not to mention the deep disdain for intellectualism and learning and books and reading is literally putting these people into a box in which they cannot escape. Because through reading and learning about special interests, that opens the door to a whole new group of people into making friends, whether it's online or in person. That is why these people are so miserable, because not only do they hate other people and are they incredibly selfish, but they do not have a lot of personality. They don't have a lot of things that make them them. You can't look at something and be like, oh, this reminds me of my friend so-and-so, unless it's MAGA merch or a racist joke, which is kind of embarrassing and sad.
This woman's smart. She knows what she's talking about.
That's why people don't have personality.
She do. Wow. So I heard she still I knew y'all wasn't gonna like that. Y'all don't never like the truth. The truth is like kryptonite to y'all. Y'all don't like that's your problem. That's why you ain't gonna grow, fam. You ain't gonna grow because when somebody come and kick the ballistics to you, when somebody come and kick the real spiel to you, you can't handle it. Why is that? Why that hurt you so? Why that hurt y'all so bad? Yeah, she's very smart. I think she bust that down, Quint, for real. She ain't even about color, but y'all want it to be so goddamn bad. I know. Right. What do they have? They do have personality. You're just not looking at the ones in the British Isles that aren't English. What? Okay. All right. Whatever that means. Jeez Louise. There's a few more. Maybe I need to say it in white girl for you. Maybe maybe I need to say it in white girl for you because y'all never listen to me. Okay.
Here's my personal opinion. Had Austin Metcalf just minded his fucking business and not put his fucking hands on Carmelo, he'd still be here today. He shouldn't have said a fuck ass thing to him, and he damn sure shouldn't have put his fucking hands on him. That's the issue. White people tend to do is say whatever the fuck they feel like and feel like there are no consequences. But this time there were consequences.
It was.
Don't put your fucking hands on people and not expect a reaction. You put your hands on me, I'm gonna do what I feel like I need to do to defend myself. I don't give a fuck. Don't put your hands on people and there won't be consequences. He should have minded his business and never put his fucking hands on him. And that's where y'all got shit fucked up at.
And y'all don't like her either, too. Let me guess. Y'all don't like her either, huh? Yeah, she's crazy justifying it. I knew y'all was gonna say that. So come on, man. What is it really about, man? What is it really about, fam? Come on, fam. See, everybody ain't playing the same game y'all playing. Right? You got people that's going low, and there's people that's going lower. Sub level to the devil. And that's what y'all doing? Look, man, y'all, I can tell y'all the ones that's doing this to my mans right here. Y'all doing this to Sam too, man. So anybody that got some real stuff to say, that's what y'all doing, right? Because y'all doing it to Sam. This is my man Sam.
I'm just going to let you know I've gotten several death threats in the last 24 hours. It's not the total first time. If you guys followed me during the Diddy trial, I had 2 private investigators who pulled up into my alley and threatened me and told me not to make the videos I was making, but here I still am. But I just want to let you guys know this, that this Carmelo Anthony case is such a hotbed in America. Why? Because it seems like just a week before this happened, Cyrus Carmack Belton, the 14-year-old, was shot in the back by Rick Chow, chased out of a convenience store. Rick Chow was able to claim self-defense, and he walked. And then literally a week later, Carmelo Anthony claims self-defense and gets the book thrown at him, the maximum sentence. So I just have a message to the black community. I love you. I don't just love black culture. I love black people. You've done so much for me. You've done so much for my career. You've made me who I am, all of my swag, everything.
Hey, shout out to Sam, because I used one of your videos on Facebook the other day and it blew my account up. They put it on all the little white rappers, little fan pages, and everybody's tight. Shout out to Sam. See, it's a mutual thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sam. He just blew my little Facebook up. I appreciate you, Sam, but go on.
The way I sing, the way I walk, the way I do comedy, the way I teach my children, the way I look at the world is because of you.
That's right.
And I just want to encourage you guys to never, never quit. And I will never quit at all, but I just had to let you guys know that I'm just taking some time. This is new charted territory.
When standing up, yeah. When you like the rhythm, there is blues that come with that, Sam. And these the blues when you riding on the good team, on the justice team. When you say I ain't finna be scumbags and all that's what happens, Sam. Right on to this brother. You know what I'm talking about? Right on to the brother. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all don't like that. And if y'all don't like it, I really love it. If he makes you sick, that's my guy, because he must be on something. But there's other professionals, not just internet people, talking about what's going on with this case. And I got something else to break too, because it's way bigger than y'all think it is. But check this out.
About this with retired California Superior Court Judge LaDoris Cordell. Judge, thank you for being here. We don't know what issues Anthony's attorneys will raise on appeal, but the absence of a black person in the jury is likely to be one of the main issues. The defense raised it during trial. A judge rejected the challenge to have those jurors struck. How would an appellate court weigh whether excluding all the black jurors is a valid basis for appeal?
As you said, the lawyers on both sides stated that this case was not about race, but look at their actions. When the defense objected to the exclusion of black potential jurors, leaving no African Americans on the jury, that was the second round of challenges. The district attorney insisted he dismissed them because he didn't want educators seated because the incident took place at a school-related function involving high school-aged minors. That is ridiculous. You know, it's like saying a real estate developer is on trial. We can't have anyone on the jury who owns any real estate. That's just ridiculous. The judge determined the dismissals were race neutral. And basically, I see this, and I think the defense saw this as a blatant use of peremptory strikes as a pretext, a way to exclude black jurors. And it's not uncommon for prosecutors to exclude black people from juries where there is a black defendant. The Supreme Court has weighed on this twice. In 1986, in the Batson case, where Thurgood Marshall himself said, and I'm quoting, ending racial discrimination in jury selection can be accomplished only by eliminating peremptory challenges entirely. And then in 2020, the Supreme Court, with Kavanaugh writing an amazing opinion, said basically you cannot use peremptory challenges as a pretext to get rid of a certain type of people. I think this is a very strong case for reversal on an appeal because of this.
And it could go back again to a trial if that is the case. I mean,
Yes.
then there was the jury instructions. Another aspect that I think will likely be raised. I mean, jurors were allowed to consider the lesser charge of manslaughter in addition to murder as well. I mean, ultimately they chose murder. Will the fact that the judge gave the jurors the choice between the two be something the appellate court will look at closely?
I think, first of all, that the judge was correct in saying the prosecutor charged murder. Murder in Texas is the intention to kill. So the judge said, I'm going to add manslaughter because the evidence in the case supported a finding of manslaughter. And what is manslaughter? It is the unintentional killing of someone. So there were sufficient facts to support that. So I don't think that's really going to be the issue. The issue is why this jury chose to believe this young man intentionally killed, and also the question of sentencing. He's 17. I understand a stellar academic record in high school, and just 17 years old, no history of criminal activity. Why 35 years? So
the jury in
those are
Texas
issues
does
that
that,
are definitely
though, right?
going to come up.
Excuse me, Judge. The jury in
Yes.
Texas does that. Does the judge have any discretion to change that in Texas?
Yeah, in Texas, the sentencing recommendation comes there, and the judge, I believe, could do something if the judge wanted to increase it or even decrease it. So there are issues on appeal. I think the strongest one is going to be on the exclusion of African Americans from the jury. You know, it isn't the rule that because you are a certain race that you have to have somebody of that race on the jury.
Right.
But when you have the conduct here, where there were three, I believe there were black women, educators, and the prosecutor just decided, well, we can't have educators because they're probably going to be biased and it's too close to them being in high school. That makes no sense at all. So I think that is a very strong issue on appeal.
Whoa. You know what I'm talking about? Boom. You understand what I'm talking about? And if he was so guilty, why would y'all have to set up this, that, and the third and do all the tricks and the trades? Why wouldn't y'all do that? Because guess what? If you wrong on our side. It's black people that'll fry your ass. If you're wrong, you're wrong. We ain't holding no punches. Talking about black people don't show up for jury duty. Yes, they do. What are you talking about? Who don't show up for jury duty? Are you serious? Let me go get some jury duty. I'm on that. Straight up. He said BLM, just not to other blacks. Nobody BLM. You still talking about BLM, fam? Man, you need to update your stereotypes and all of that, fam. Is what you need to do. Is there a reason why you mad? I think this sister know why you mad. She got an interesting
comments on. So I got a couple comments on my video, and I just wanted to address it, right? So the comment keep being about an IQ, low IQ, low IQ, low IQ. Let's be clear, that's a made up fucking test, right? A person wrote that shit. So therefore, they in their mind space had an ideal of what you should know based off of what they thought was important. And then a bunch of you motherfuckers sat down and took this test, and you're basically judging your own intelligence off of the mind of another motherfucker. I'll pass every time. I'll pass every time. Thank you. I appreciate you acknowledging that I don't have the programming of whomever wrote that test to judge character, right? The real test is, can you stand nature? That's the real test. That's the real fucking test. Can you be out in the most naturalist thing that God created, or the creator or universe or whatever the fuck created everything? Can you be out in it? Because everything else in nature, because being in homes is artificial. That's man-made shit. But I'm saying being in nature, because that's the real test. Will you pass? Will you pass?
Good question. And this one too. Cause y'all so dry in the comment section.
You know, racist white people, we are in the middle of fucking 2026. Can y'all please, for the love of the God that you serve, please get some new fucking material? Because here we are and somehow we've circled back to the Michelle Obama is a man thing. Boring! And it's so funny to me when I hear racist white women co-signing this or repeating it. See, we know that that comes from a place of jealousy. Because see, you don't have voices in your own home, in your own family, unless the men in your family tell you you do. You have absolutely zero control, zero power. You have absolutely none of that until your men stick their hands up your ass, working your mouth like a puppet, making you say what it is they want you to say. And it makes you feel powerful in a sense, when in all actuality, it makes you weak. Imagine not having an original thought until white male patriarchy tells you what your thought is. Racism is built on fear, envy, and jealousy. It needs those three components to sustain it. Without racism, you know that you're nothing, and you know that we know you're nothing. Hell, you're nothing with it. You know, racist white people, we are in the middle of fucking 2026. Can y'all please, for the love of the God that you serve, please get some new fucking material?
Can y'all do that? Can y'all work them high IQs and get some new material and say some new fly shit? Can y'all do that? Please. Please say something new. I swear I laugh. If it's funny, I laugh. I ain't even all sensitive like that. I laugh. But y'all be saying some of the driest shit. Hold on, you don't believe me? Look, check this out, man. They all in my inbox. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what little nasty message I got in my inbox right now. Check this out, y'all. This is a good one. It says, this is what y'all do. You are the lowest form of human. Remember, God don't like ugly MFer. Just remember the next time your sorry ass needs a white person's help, get off your internet mother MFing and get off the Facebook we created and all the ish you do, dumb MFer. She'd have probably one that reported my stream. This little broad. She'd have probably the one that reported my stream. I'm glad I got under your little skin, Missy. Hold on. I got another one I didn't answer either. This one says, hold on, let me see what this one says. From Mark Warner. You know the only reason you called Austin Metcalf a thug is for likes and follows and comments on your Facebook page, which is very, very sad. You as an individual, grow up. I wish they could type better a little bit, right? But y'all be triggered, boy. Y'all be triggered when black people don't shut up and just take it, huh? Just take your little anti-black racism. What are we supposed to do, y'all? We just supposed to sit back and just let y'all say what you want to say. We ain't supposed. Look, let me show y'all the video that they going crazy over. I mean, look, the comments is just steady pouring in. I gotta turn the music down. But this the one they going crazy over, y'all. Cause of this. And I'm talking about they are in their filiones. Look, 700. I can't even go to the comments fast enough. And all in the comments, all the comments. Oh, they're over here in the comments. This is what kills me about the comments. I know it might be a little tough for y'all to see on the up and down orientation. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that for you. Hold on. Can y'all can see it a little bit better. I know it makes it a little smaller, but man, oh well, damn it totally killed it on the big orientation too. They gonna have to fix that. I don't like that about this, that it don't stretch the screen out, but we gonna work it. But I'm talking about they got all the Carmelo memes dropping the soap, and this be my thing though. Why the first thing that they think about is to go to the bussy side of the game. Why all of a sudden they have moist thoughts about grape and SA? Like, why is that? And a lot of people thought that was funny. Look, there was a lot of people that loved that. Let me see. Nathan, Melissa, Devin. I mean, all, them folks. A lot of people liked it. Look at that. Matthew, Becky, John, Lori. It'd be killing me too when the other ethnicities try to jump in too and try to curry the little favor. Right? Garcia, Mexican, Mexicans all up in there. Yeah. Who is this? Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. Who is it? Tyler, he's with it. Look at him. What's up with these dogs in the profile? Is that a trend? Patsy, Wendell's definitely with it. They like they like these. They like, and hold up, and it's not just one. Oh, it's not just one. It's not just one. Hold on, let me go up and down my comment section. They got them everywhere. Hold on. They everywhere. I think you got to show all comments. Hold on. Yeah, let me do the all comments because they is up in here, boy. Hold on. Okay, yeah, this dude right here. Shout out to Phil Collins. Phil Collins said he put up a picture of January 6th, and boy, they hold on. The moisture. Wait a minute. Let me find all the little moisture. Because I kept telling them, like, man, why every time we talking about this, that, and the third, y'all come in with the look, here we go. Every time. What did this have to do with Carmelo Anthony? Nothing. Look at this. Somebody standing behind him. Touch me and see what happens. They thought that was funny. Right? Hold on. There's more. Oh, this post bought them out in droves, boy. We got to have the watermelon felon. They couldn't wait to jump on that one. Hold on, there's some more. It's all type of moisture. The first thing that they go to, dang, what are the ones that I responded to? Because that's all they like to do is the sissy memes. Anything that happened, that's just a good reason to. Obviously, you keep seeing the AI picture with Carmelo and the gun and the lighter and all. I don't. And that's an airsoft pistol too, by the way. It's not even a real gun. And he's standing there in a picture with two of his white friends and all that, but they crop that part because they gotta lie. They gotta lie and try to paint a narrative, right? They gotta do that. I mean, it wouldn't be right if they didn't lie and try to paint some narrative, right? So you see that one everywhere. Hold on, let me see. There was a lot of these little funny bunny joints, but yeah, they are. I mean, you think it's just you think it's just over here on YouTube? No, they on every platform, man. Every one of them going out of. Shouldn't y'all be happy? He got 35 years. Y'all should be happy, but y'all can't quit. Austin Metcalf is unavailable for comment. I know they make the comment for me, so. They make the comment for him. I mean, hey, listen, I'm going to give them what they want, too. I'm not playing. I ain't playing at all. Oh, I wish I could have showed this one. That one right there is crazy. Little Skippy beating on his mom in the front seat. That one's crazy. That one is a crazy joint. He said he will be eligible for parole at 17. He got off easy for murder. You particularly too been saying the same thing for like a whole week straight, fam. A whole week straight. Hold on, I got something for you. Because you know how I scour the internet. Let me show y'all something. I said I was going to break it this time. But it's not about what y'all think it's about.
Folks, welcome to another installation of King Cast. Illegality, corruption, journalism, things of that nature.
Yeah.
This is the Brady Bunch. It's the way they became the Brady Bunch. I won't sing it for you, but listen here. These people are not necessarily Brady in terms of, law enforcement in general, but they committed Brady-type offenses by omission. These are all the coaches that were CC'd on the email from the cheerleaders that got ignored about how violent and threatening the Metcalf twins are. Hunter and Austin Metcalf, offspring of Megan and Jeff Metcalf. Those ones. Let's start here with Brandon, I think it is. Win. Long live Austin Metcalf. Well, Austin Metcalf is not living long because he's a bully just like his brother. Okay? That's a fact. At least according to these cheerleaders and probably more. All right? Alexander Ruiz, Trevor Baxter, Brian Ballard, Cam Austin, Jeff Jackson, all of you must immediately elocute for Carmelo Anthony's immediate release and habeas, because God knows there was no elocution in that case. Right? When Mike Howard made none of those students who testified as to ultimate issues of fact as to murder and as to provocation without objection, and then turned around later to try to play a hero and ask the judge for an objection later. The horse has long left the barn, Mike, you know that, okay? You also protected yourselves against emotional distress claims by cheerleaders, and you're busted. And you did it all to protect your ranking and your scholarship from collegiate entities. It's foul. Here are some of the exchanges there. The fat bitch comments. And this was Mike had this for like maybe a year, right? People are embarrassed. This is just unbelievable, right?
But hold on real quick. Because, see, y'all help make the jokes right themselves. Somebody over there and said in the comment section, who is that, Robert? I seen you, Robert. You lost. He's in prison crying. Y'all, that's what you wish, huh? Well, we got it right now. Somebody that's actually in the prison right now. Somebody that's in the TDCJ right now. Call home from prison to say this. Because you're stunting.
Called in from prison and confirmed it is not happening. Y'all check this out. Hey, now one of these white groups in this penitentiary on no kind of smoke. With no trouble with now brother in this penitentiary. Hey, now he'll be put on now black person in this penitentiary by no white boy. You motherfuckers sitting on the floor playing Dungeons and Dragons. Y'all table over there by a pistol. White boy ain't got no motherfucking structure, no power in this Texas penitentiary. So whoever told you that a motherfucking rock or smoke up your ass. You know what I'm saying? I've been on the hardest prison in Texas. It ain't now white boy gonna do nothing against now brother in this penitentiary. They gonna make, when we get the beat down, look, y'all gonna make an excuse on why we did it. Y'all gonna justify why we did it while y'all was wrong for us doing it. They gonna sit your bitch ass on the bench somewhere. That's us debunk.
So let's go ahead and debunk that myth. Ain't nobody touching Carmelo. Y'all know I'm Jay Lava, fam. You know I got the clap back. Don't play with me. Talking about he in jail crying. Ain't nobody touching him. And he said penitentiary. so you know he know what the hell he up. Come on now. When niggas say penitentiary like that, it is what it is. But I got a question for y'all.
What exactly is a white people? I got a question. What exactly is a waffle stump?
A waffle stump is when you poop in the shower and you don't know where to put it. You don't know where it goes. It's got to go down somewhere.
Y'all know what a waffle stump is? This what y'all doing?
So you got to stomp it down the drain.
Yeah. Sorry, I asked. Nah, motherfucker, let's just go in the house. I don't want to know no more about Caucasian culture. Let's just go in the house and mind our business where we should have been in the first damn place.
I ain't never heard of a waffle stomp. Have you ever heard of a waffle stomp? Is that what y'all doing over there? Y'all stuffing waffles down the drain, fam? Damn. He didn't make that up. He got that video from somebody. Damn. That's what y'all doing in life? Answer me. That's what y'all doing? Waffle stomping? Y'all waffle stomping. Y'all done got real quiet over there. Y'all got real quiet over there. When we pull out the waffle stomp, y'all done got real quiet. Anyway, you know, I definitely want to learn y'all. Shout out to Melvin Sites. Melvin Sites. My fault, brother, if I butchered your name. But I wanted to break down the difference between racism and prejudice because y'all seem not to know the difference.
Racism.
Because y'all seem not to know the difference.
A lot of white people think prejudice and racism are the same thing. I'm so glad I got this comment today because when I speak on the topic, I get comments like this. When you say you can't be racist because you're black and then put whites down, you out yourself as one. And I go, yo, quick. What's the definition of racism? Judging by color, which is what you do. That is prejudice. That is not racism. I searched it up. I literally Googled both definitions of the words before I did any of this.
Come on.
I made a video. I had another dude. I was with you until you said it's impossible for black people to be racist. On that note, I'm out. I'm like, all right, peace. Imagine thinking black people can't be racist. Isn't there a better word for Chinese than take out than the Chinaman? Huh? Also, pretending you are immune because your color makes you a hypocrite and the racist is what it is, bro. You sound silly AF talking all this liberal woke nonsense. Oh my gosh, I've been called a liberal. Jesus Christ. I go, what you are describing is prejudice. Genuinely, you can search the definition of racism and save us both time. White people don't understand what the words mean, yet they try to tell others the definition. And I'll sound her however I sound. You people are gonna do nothing but comment, which further helps me. Have a good night. Prejudice is an unjustified, typically negative attitude or opinion directed towards an individual or group based solely on their perceived membership in that group. So if I'm hating on you because of the color of your skin, that is most likely me being prejudiced. Racism is a system of oppression that assigns value and structures opportunity based on race. Like I said, black person checks white on a box for a job application. That's racism. Me and you show up at an interview at the same time. I'm a black dude, you a white dude. I'm getting hired by a white dude. There's a good chance he's going to swing towards you. Continue. It operates through beliefs, prejudices, discrimination, and systemic advantages that favor one racial or ethnic group over another. Now, honestly, what type of system do we have that favors black people or minorities more than white people? And look, some of y'all are going to be childish and be like, WIC, EBT, and that kind of further proves the point. But hey, a lot of
Come on now. We busting it down nowadays. We got questions. Can we hear the answers to these questions? Are y'all gonna have a intelligent conversation, or should I give y'all something else to think about y'all culture? Is this y'all people?
White people, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just show it to you, and I'm gonna let you decide whether or not they should stop it.
My family only flushes the toilet one day a week on Fridays.
No, I ain't gonna say no. I ain't gonna say no. White people, that's between y'all. That's the Caucasian community. I'm gonna let y'all get together. Y'all gonna have a conversation with it, and y'all figure it out on y'all own. I'm gonna keep my 2 cents to myself. Say what? A penny for my thoughts? Well, all right then. Ma'am, so let me get this straight. Y'all just leaving the shit and piss cocktail marinating in y'all damn house for 7 days straight at a time? So y'all just okay with y'all house smell like a mountain the size of Kilimanjaro of used Pampers? Man, I bet y'all whole house smells like hell's waiting room. Fuck y'all doing making a witch's concoction in y'all damn bathroom? No, y'all gotta be practicing white witchcraft with this one. Talk about some boiling, toiling trouble. That's exactly what y'all house smell like if y'all ain't flushing but once a week. Motherfucker, I know they said you can't eat at everybody's house, but apparently you can't shit at everybody's house neither because they save it. White people, I'm gonna go and tell you right now, y'all can stop getting upset about black people not eating y'all food at the office potluck. Better blame people like Flush a few times in my lifetime, Felicia over here. If I'd rather you told me you happily put raisins in your potato salad than you telling me this shit right here. Man, if you ain't flushing your toilet on a regular basis, I pray to God that you wiping your ass properly. But to be honest with you, I assume not.
No.
Now, white people, I know I told y'all that I was going to let y'all handle this situation yourself, but sometimes I be lying. So stop it, white people. White people, stop it. White people, I ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to just show it to you, and I'm going to let you decide.
Stop it. Since y'all over here in the business so much, can y'all answer these questions about your community? I mean, we got questions about your community. Can you answer to that? Come on, answer. What you got? Why y'all always get quiet? How come after I play the vid, y'all always get quiet? I know you ain't talking about stereotyping. I know you ain't talking about stereotyping. Get out of here. Stereotyping would insinuate that you're a victim in some way. Are you crying? Are you being a victim? Not you being a victim. You over there being a victim? Nah, Mr. Booski. Well, you ain't been okay. Well, I mean, but you ain't been saying no black shit. So, what color skin color don't mean nothing because you black. That's funny because you don't sound like it. I dropped out of school. How you know that? Come on, man. Update your little stereotypes and your little whoops, man. You're kind of garbage, man. You be making it go slow. I be trying to give you a little shine, but then you come back and say some stupid shit. Because I was raised properly and I wouldn't. I never lived in the ghetto either. Never lived in the products either. Never. Ever. I don't know definitions. It sounds like you doing a lot of caping for them folks, bro. He was adopted by MAGA and has a white family. It sound like it. I thought you was white. The way you was carrying on with the bullshit. I thought you was a crack-a-lack. That's what I thought. Oh, okay. All right. Well, how does this make you feel then? How does this make you feel? Hearing this, how does this make you feel?
Some logic in this video.
Did Austin Metcalf attack Carmelo Anthony? The one thing we know is that Carmelo did not charge across the room at him. He did not run after Austin, that he stayed in one spot. And so the only question that I have is if Austin did not attack Carmelo, then how did he get close enough to get stabbed? Austin would have had to have been about 18 inches away from him for Carmelo to have effectively stabbed him in the chest. And so it seems to me that just the situation, if we use common sense, shows that Austin did in fact attack Carmelo.
Yeah, I don't have anything to contest right here. It's all logical. Makes sense.
Y'all don't like to hear logic and stuff like that, huh? Y'all don't like to hear that logical stuff, huh? And y'all hate it when somebody, y'all really hate it when somebody you know that look like you say it too. Huh? See, what y'all forgetting is y'all be forgetting about what Hunter said, huh? Listen to this. See, y'all don't like when I say it, when we say it. So I got somebody to say it for you. I do exactly what y'all do. You know when y'all want to say some bullshit and y'all go get your little token Negro to say it. Well, the same principle. Check this out.
Metcalf and his mother's news interviews. One is dated April 2nd, 2025. The other is dated April 3rd of 2025. And these clips are from the original videos, and they were interviewed the day of and the day after the incident. Both reporters asked Hunter what happened.
If you don't mind, what happened? There was this kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stopped there and said, "You need to move." And he's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see this. But then I look at my brother, and I'm not going to talk about the rest. So.
From what I hear, and this is my opinion, the two stories that Hunter told in these interviews are not different. The one with Fox has a little more context, but they're basically the same information.
We come back, we sit down, and this kid said something behind me. I've never met this kid in my entire life, never knew who he was. Said something just inappropriate and uncalled for. I turned around and asked him who he was. He started getting really aggressive. My brother stepped in. He started being, how we just brothers, just having my back, and things started getting more higher intensity. And the kid said some aggressive stuff, reckless stuff. Also trying to handle the problem.
Now let's talk about the tent. I think we all know at this point the reason Austin was asking Carmelo to leave the tent was because Carmelo wasn't supposed to be there. Memorial High School is not supposed to have other team members or anyone from another school under their tent. And here's why, according to Hunter and Megan.
Austin was always one to step up. He always was one to step up and be the person that would do the right thing. And he was doing the right thing by saying to this gentleman that you're not supposed to be in this tent. This is because they have personal items there.
A lot of stuff gets stolen just like that.
But you know what I hear? He keeps saying that he approached them. They keep saying that they attacked him. He grabbed a book bag forcibly. And then let me ask this. What kind of football player, what kind of dude was Austin? How he gonna die from a little blade like that? Tupac got shot 5 times. 50 Cent got popped 9 times. Brothers in the hood get shot all type of, and cuz get a little prick and he out of here. Damn. What kind of football he was playing? Touch, tag? He get a little poke and he done diggle? It's over? Curtains? It's curtains for my boy from one little poke? Is that what you telling me? Dude, Carmelo was a pipsqueaking compared to them on the meth and on the roids. Because they did have meth and roids in the system. So he was hopped up on the meth and the roids, and you telling me my boy went out like that? You blacks have no bounds. Y'all ain't been had no bounds. Shut up, little pussy. Shut up. He got that equalizer and straighten that shit right on out. That's right. Good thing he had that knife. Because now we get to fight for the appeal for him to come home. He ain't dead. I know that. It ain't over till the fat lady sing. And I don't hear the opera yet. What you talking about? You little puss boy. You little puss in boots. Oh, you know what? Back to how y'all be lying. Everybody has something to say about the money and the judge and the this, that, and the third. Oh, they would have a different case if they didn't spend the money up. And whoop-dee, scoop-dee, skoo-goo, goo-goo. Well, hold on real quick. Because obviously y'all didn't know. Read this and weep, busters. Back again with my girl, Miss Miller.
Everyone is having the most amazing day so far. I just wanted to drop in really quick to speak about narratives.
Narrative.
By definition, a narrative is a story or account of events, whether real or imaginary. Now, I know we all have seen a lot of narratives going around regarding the Anthony family, correct? The biggest one being they used the money to get a vehicle, a nice home, etc., etc. I know that this narrative was presented to the internet so that people can think that it was real. Sorry, folks, this is one of the imaginary ones. Let's do our homework, people. Now you see, this one didn't even take a lot of legwork. All you had to do was just scroll on over to Miss Kayla Anthony's Facebook page. Let's just take a look at it. January 16, 2023. Manifesting God's promises all 2023. Thanks to my husband, my best friend of 17 years. I love you, baby. And she tags her husband. Look at my new ride. Let's just take a moment to bask in all things 2023. Let's also keep in mind the incident with Carmelo and Austin happened April 2nd, 2025. Now, I know that it may be unfathomable for some of you guys who are dropping statistics in my comments to believe that not all of us come from broken homes. We work hard and we can have nice things. I know that's so hard to believe. And if you notice, they have been married for 17 years as of 2023. So the Anthonys are not a broken home. The Anthonys are actually hardworking people and they are well-to-do. And whether you want to believe it or not, they raised an amazing son. He's a high school graduate with 3.9 grade point average, accepted into Morehouse College, which is the HBCU, by the way. I mean, I know y'all don't know what that means, but don't worry about that one. He was just unfortunately put in a situation where he made a choice. Now let's talk about who put him in this situation and their family structure. Now the Metcalfs, they come from a single parent home due to alleged alcoholism and abuse. The home was volatile due to the alleged abuse caused by the father. And although I do not know what their home looks like, I can almost guarantee that they do not have a brand new Cadillac Escalade sitting in their driveway. Which brings me back to narratives. Y'all gotta stop believing everything that y'all see on the internet. Like, I really do believe that some of y'all chewed crayons growing up. This is absolutely ridiculous. Let the false narrative stop. And yeah.
Oh, my bad. Hold on, my bad. Y'all like my new shit? I done went bald, y'all. Check me out. I'm bald now. Y'all feel me? I'm getting old and shit. My hairline, my beautiful FBA hairline was receding, and I'm getting bald, dog. At some point. I'm cool on the ball side of the game. I'm looking good on the ball side. Yeah, I was muted. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm looking cool on the ball side, though. My man's got a message for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the hairline that I once had, man. My man's got a message for y'all.
Listen, man, I'm always coming to y'all with the truth. With the truth. Black people, I'm telling you, y'all gotta stop dealing with these snakes, man. These snakes, man, these white folks in the skies is pretending to sympathize with you, man. But when it comes time to stand beside you, they're not gonna stand with you, man. They're gonna take their white privilege. They act like they don't know what white privilege is. White privilege is when you can go shoot up a black family, get together, and they only give you aggravated assault charge, not attempted murder. That's white privilege. White privilege is when you could go get away with that type of stuff in America every day. So black people, I'm telling y'all, be vigilant, man. Cut ties with them snakes, man. Protect the race. Man, listen, man.
Message. Message. Did you hear that? You hear that? I'm just asking. Come on, man. I don't hear y'all. Y'all, you know what? Y'all the type of I can't talk in coherent sentences. Boy, let me tell you something. Y'all over here in my chat, but this the type of stuff that y'all should be worried about. Why y'all so evil? Why y'all so devilish? Why y'all you gonna excuse this? That's one. Where is y'all spaces at? Where is y'all spaces? Y'all should be having a space right now about the scourge in your community. With this touchy-feely scourge in your community. Y'all should be having panels. Y'all should be having spaces. Y'all should have victim testimonies and all of that. Why y'all ain't doing that? This what y'all find time to do? Come over here and try to convince us in our spaces of your BS? This what you doing? Huh? Come on now. What's up? What's going on? I was trying to give you a chance to speak. How come when something real said, y'all ain't never got nothing to say? As soon as I'm doing the program, y'all over there blowing it up. Y'all garbage, man. I'm like, where's the real conversation? Do we talk to intelligent? Adult? Huh? I can't understand you. I don't hear nothing. I be trying to give y'all little time. But y'all don't. What happened? This is my thing though. Not like I was reading it anyway. But if we type something in the chat that was worth responding to, we could probably have a conversation. He said dump gonna be he ain't gonna live that long. Say the room temp, IQ guy. What? Say the room temp. What are you talking about? Why does this guy have a safety vest underneath his shirt? I don't know. That was kind of funny though. But you know what? This is what y'all scared of. The wake up. Some of us been knew this, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna beat my brother up for coming to the realization. But let's hear what he got to say. Because it's definitely a WAR.
Black woman, if you are a black man, to be sharpening up on your physical fitness. You need to be practicing some type of martial art or some type of discipline regarding fighting styles. You also need to be practicing with some type of weaponry. Doesn't always have to be guns. You need to be skilled with some type of weapon. You need to be also reading. To be reading law. You need to just be reading history. You need to be reading. You need to be doing a number of things to improve yourself in a multitude of areas instead of just scrolling on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram. From the time you wake up to the time you shut your eyes to go to sleep. I'm gonna announce it. The revolution will never be televised, as they always say, but we are in a damn war right now. And we've inherited this war from our ancestors, whom have fought and made some type of change. Right. Now what we gonna do? We just gonna sit there and let people kill us, huh? Gonna let people unalive us. We just gonna sit there and just, I got my money. I moved away from the hood. I got my family straight. I ain't worried about it. That's what we gonna do? That shit weak, bro. That shit is weak, bro.
I agree.
I know so many black folk like that. I got me and mine straight. I ain't worried about it. Woo, 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 woo. All the white people I know, my white buddies, they cool. If they so cool, then tell them not fight on our behalf then. Right. If they so cool. Tell them to risk their white privilege in efforts to do what is morally right. If they cool with you. I don't want to hear nothing of that. I don't want to hear it, man. Y'all see what's going on, right? Suggest if you are a black woman, if you are a black man, to be sharpening up on your physical fitness. You need to be practicing some type of martial.
That's number one though. Physical fitness, I'm all with that. I'm definitely in there getting my physical fitness together. Oh, shut up. Yeah, of course it sounds ignorant because you don't want to hear nobody getting prepared to clap at your little BS. Yeah, I know you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear no messages of us getting it together. You don't want to hear that. I know, I understand. You unemployed blacks are a different breed. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's kind of funny. That was kind of funny. 1350. There you go. I knew it was coming at some point. Why are they acting like the country is trying to kill them? Because the country is. Bro gassing out after getting his snacks. Nah, I do this. Say getting it together. Woo. Could you imagine? Y'all don't want to see it. Because if y'all really wanted, you would have popped it off already. So we already know that ain't the case. And this wasn't finna be a long one anyway. I go 4 hours or something like that. Do something a little long. I could. But I really just wanted to bring the point home about everybody tripping in the comment section. Y'all make it easy for me. What's going on, broski? How you feeling? Nothing over here, just kicking ass and taking names, talking to these lames. Come get it, boy. Man, y'all think they stopped making pew pews when they made yours. That's what you think. Yeah, just like your boy Chud wouldn't go to the hood and pop it off with no real niggas. He'd be on the outskirts with the suburb dudes. Same principle. Just like y'all over here in the comment section talking big nuts, and then you go to work, and you at the lunch table eating with Jamal, laughing and shit, trying to go hit his little blunt on break. You know what I'm saying? You sitting in the car with Jamal, banging rap music, trying to be his friend, hoping that he invites you on an after work kick it session. I see y'all. Cause ain't none of y'all like this in front of the people. Ain't none of y'all like that in front of nobody for real. None of y'all. We check your channels right now. You ain't never posted a video and you ain't got no picture. And you made up the email address. So stop it. Yeah, I'm projecting. I know who I'm talking to. No low IQ behavior is all the stale ass jokes that y'all keep coming with. Y'all ain't innovated your jokes in millennia. That's that high IQ at work. No, you don't hang out with blacks because you don't hang out with no real niggas because real niggas ain't fucking with y'all. And you probably hate black people because A, one probably stole your girl and piped her down, or B, you said something and got the battle axe of your life. I'm a retired CSO. You don't scare me. Hey, I don't try to scare you, bro. That's not my thing. I don't work. That's projection right there. I don't work in intimidation and fear and injustice. That's not what we do. I'm simply over here running a program, informing my people, and I get every time I go live, here y'all come. Here y'all come. Here y'all come. But it's cool though. That's why I don't have none of the mods block y'all. Oh, for sure. This is what I do. This is the end of the program. Sorry you missed it. I broke down a couple joints and broke down the big scandal where it's some college scandal going on with the trial and all of that. And I had to go back and watch the replay. But listen, y'all can get it. Oogie boogie. Boy, you don't get no coochie with that clapback. Oh, is that a picture of the witch of the Wicked West on your shit? you the witch of the Wicked West? Oh, you talking about the scandal video? Hold on real quick. Everybody probably didn't get to see that, so I might can break that down one more time. No big deal. Shout out to my man Christopher King. I still got it on deck.
Illegality, corruption, journalism, things of that nature. This is the Brady Bunch. It's the way they became the Brady Bunch. I won't sing it for you, but listen here. These people are not necessarily Brady in terms of, law enforcement in general, but they committed Brady-type offenses by omission. These are all the coaches that were CC'd on the email from the cheerleaders that got ignored about how violent and threatening the Metcalf twins are.
Right.
Hunter and Austin Metcalf, offspring of Megan and Jeff Metcalf. Those ones. Let's start here with Brandon. I think it is. Win. Long live Austin Metcalf. Well, Austin Metcalf is not living long because he's a bully just like his brother, okay? That's a fact, at least according to these cheerleaders and probably more, all right? Alexander Ruiz, Trevor Baxter, Brian Ballard, Cam Austin, Jeff Jackson, all of you must immediately elocute for Carmelo Anthony's immediate release and habeas, because God knows there was no elocution in that case. Right? When Mike Howard made none of those students who testified as to ultimate issues of fact as to murder and as to provocation without objection, and then turned around later to try to play a hero and ask the judge for an objection later. The horse has long left the barn, Mike, you know that, okay? You also protected yourselves against emotional distress claims by cheerleaders, and you're busted, and you did it all to protect your ranking and your scholarship from collegiate entities. It's foul. Here are some of the exchanges there. You know, the fat bitch comments. And this was Mike had this for like maybe a year, right? You know, people are embarrassed. This is just unbelievable, right? Yeah. And then this part here, getting out of hand. Another player said that Austin's hands were bisexual, meaning he would not only hit guys, but also hit girls. You know, we want this to stay confidential because I fear for what they would do if they find out or if they know, okay? What part of that is unclear? And why would you ignore it? Why would you ignore it?
Because I say they was all playing on.
There, it's a little clearer now. It's getting out of hand. All of it. And these cheerleaders, they got claims on you. And I will help them find counsel, and I'll run second chair. That's right. Pro bono.
Damn.
That's right. I waited till just now to get my license back because I knew that I would find something filthy in this case, and I sure did. Mike Howard, you owe the Anthony family more than an apology. If the facts are as I believe them to be, well, you need an investigation, and you may need to turn over your license. Maybe you should be doing some of the time that Melo's doing. You took a lot of money from the family, and I haven't seen any results. So I'm going to withhold ultimate judgment until I get those documents that I requested from the court. Okay? There's your Strickland ruling. Standard. And here is, what did I do with it? There it is. That's what I requested today, along with the timestamp copy I sent in requesting for the trial exhibits the other day. A copy of or access to each and every exhibit used at trial, every proposed exhibit, every filing a transcript, an argument, and decision on motion practice, the entire trial transcript, the actual courtroom video. Okay?
Say black people ain't doing the work.
That's it. Yeah, guess my phone number was down there. So it is. You know, call me. I'm here. I have nothing to hide, but they do. End of story. Bye. Carmelo Strong, folks. This is a high-tech lynching, 2026 lynching in Collin County, where I actually was a licensed attorney for Metrocom and Ricochet Modem. Went through that the other day. Funny how things turn around in 25 years, isn't it? Well, it's not funny at all. And this man needs out. And you need to get pen to paper and get it done immediately. Great afternoon, folks. Welcome to another installation of KingCast.
So yeah, that's what we doing over here. We breaking stories open. You know what I'm saying? We telling it like it is, and we see who mad over there, y'all mad, cause we got some smart people, right? We got some smart people. Y'all mad. I get it though. I get it, fam. Listen, I ain't gonna hold y'all, but I'm a moja, foja, and scourge about being on code, and you know Yeah, that's wild as hell. This is my whole thing about the thing, man. If Cuz was so guilty and this, that, the third, we still ain't seen the video out. And we know the video's coming. We know the video coming. We knows the video's coming. And then when that come out, you know, if people decide to do whatever they do because of injustice, then that's just what it'll be. Y'all can't tell people how to act or what to do. So now you got real intelligent people. You got people in there doing what they need to do. Y'all done brought a lawyer out his prime out the cage on that ass. Man, we some awesome people. It is what it is. I know you mad. I know you mad. I appreciate that. Becoming a member, that's right. And for everybody else, do too. On the lookout side of the game. Looking out. It's crazy these races in here mad and complain. Man, this is every stream, fam. This is every stream. This is every stream. I love it though. I don't block nobody. And I let everybody say what they want to say, because without them we wouldn't have examples, and we need them. Because again, the people over here, y'all the most cowardice too. Y'all the most cowardice. You and if it ain't at work, it's probably somebody in your family, because one of your cousins probably got a black dude and you can't stand it, but you think he's so cool when he comes over. And you be like, hey, I know who that is. Isn't that so and so? You be trying to call out, you be trying to play name that little tune and shit when he come through, so you can kind of like get close to him. Like, I know about rap too. Look at me. Y'all so fake. Y'all fake as hell. Y'all sitting over here saying all that shit online and then knowing damn well, little Rico, what's his name? Rico at your job. You love Rico. Rico's your mans. That's who you always want to sit by at lunch. You always ask him where he going at lunch so you can tag along. Stop it, you little busters. Man, they do. Man, fam, listen. I'm not worried about them. Ain't none of them strong enough to say that shit with their whole chest. Speaking of saying it with your chest, what I'm gonna need y'all to do is I'm gonna need y'all to go on over to say it with your chest. With the B1 gear for the family, because you know what we do got? Shirts that make people like them mad. When you walking around, and hold on, I ain't just talking it. Let me show. I just put up the memory today on my Facebook. If y'all want to connect, go to the Keep It P Podcast Facebook page. But I just put up a memory of me today up in Washington, D.C. You see what I'm saying? We coming to Washington to get our check. You know what I'm saying? Howard University. You know what I'm saying? White House. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was actually there saying it with my chest, loud and proud. Right? When was this? A couple years ago at Freedom Plaza at the Rally for Reparations. Yeah. Keep It P Podcast was in the building. You dig what I'm saying? And you too can say it with your chest, because we got them in all the colors. Whatever your little outfit is, you can match it up. Get the all white one. You know what I'm saying? Get the blue one. You know what I'm about? You could do that. Then we got the cut the check for foundational Black Americans, because that's who the check need to be cut for. You understand? That yellow is awesome. That's the one I had in down there in the one. You see them colors? I got something for whatever outfit you want to go on. You can be revolutionary and stylish. You see what I'm saying? We also got these. Can't say the name, but we got them. You know what I'm saying? We got them. You know what I'm saying? If you want to say it, you know what I'm saying, with your chest, we got them. And we also got these. Oh, you mad because I'm foundational, huh? Oh, you mad, huh? Yeah, you mad? Well, don't be. And we got these. Check. Oh, you think we ain't had a standard issue FBA? Pink for the sisters, blue for the brothers. You know what I'm saying? That standout white one, the gray to go with the J's. You see what I'm saying? You understand what I'm kicking to you? And we got the eyegasm shirts because most black people are pretty easy on the eyes. So if you are eyegasm, you tell them, look, stare, and repeat. You know what I'm saying? Get you one of them. Them eyegasms is dope. Shout out to Clean Vibes. You dig what I'm saying? That's a collaboration between me and Clean Vibes. We also got them no anti-black racism. Spell it out for them. Say it with your chest. You know what I'm saying? We got all the colors. The white, you know what I'm saying? Which is dope. The red, you know what I'm saying? Like a stop sign. We got them all to match whatever color you need. You understand what I'm saying? So go ahead and go tap in with Keep It P podcast. You understand what I'm saying? And grab some of that grr. Man, y'all still in here deep. Should I keep it going? Well, shout out to the Raw. Y'all deep over there. Shout out to Jay Lava. Y'all deep over there. They messing with my Keep It P podcast channel, y'all. I can see that right now because there's no way there's supposed to be like 4 people over there. They messing with my Keep It P podcast channel, y'all. But just let me know if y'all want. I got, I done scoured the mad on the internet. We can keep it going. We can keep it going. Now, there's some people that's out there a little bit extreme, and I mean extreme by way of saying it on the internet. But check this out. Let's see what your homeboy got to say about that. You're this probably some of y'all, and you can tell. I ain't gonna disparage him yet. Let me hear what he got to say.
So proud of y'all for killing that white boy. See, they not used to this shit happening to them, y'all. My only problem is it should happen.
That got that funny ass music behind it. I can't do it. I hate when they got the music behind it. Gosh darn it. It messes up the program so bad. You know what I mean? See what y'all. He said, I prefer Anthony Johnson over MLK Jr. Keep it going? All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Y'all riding with me, and that's all good. All I is
so proud of y'all for killing that.
Oh shit. My bad, y'all. Hold on, let me see. Let me do what I always do. All I gotta do is go over here to the Whoop and get them likes up there. Cause I got a whole hamburger I need to go eat. So I need to find me a video that I can play where I can take me a couple nibbles off my joint. How y'all make y'all hamburgers? Do y'all put the Lipton onion soup mix in your hamburger? Or do you even know about that? I forgot who we got. I forgot who we got on the stream. Do y'all know how to season y'all food? I made a hamburger, right? And I always get the Lipton onion soup mix to, you know what I'm saying? Put the burger in a blender for what? Austin was handsome too. Oh well. Okay, all right. Nah, I'm Asian. I just don't like people who defend criminals. Shut up! Shut up! You defend Rick Trout, huh? He's a criminal. Oh, you said you know how to cook better than me. I don't perfect. I profess to be some type of chef. I just make my own food. Do you know how to make food that doesn't include diabetes and high blood pressure? Anyway, he said our part is I'm 47 years old and I've been hearing everybody give the same damn excuses since I was 7 years old. Is this how this shit Maintains itself. Yeah, man. That's a good observation too, by the way. I appreciate that. There's a delusion going on with the people, man. And he said like Wong Chong, like Chow. My bad. You don't mix in egg with your burger meat. I like to fry egg and put it on top of my shit though. Really, we got this place called Fuku Burger that I can't go to no more because they Asian. But they had this little nice burger with the egg on top of it with the little onion crisp that I used to like. So now I done figured out how to make the burger myself, and I've been making it at home. But I usually put the egg on top of my joint. Vegan cookie meat doesn't agree with my body. Oh, okay. That's I like vegan food though. I got a homeboy that's vegan, so I be eating like vegan food and shit like that. Said white folks running it right. Yeah, of course they are. Rick Chow should have had a school name after him. For real? Okay. Yeah. You would say that, wouldn't you? They pretend that they believe in what's right, but they defend their own murderers all the time. Nah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. All the people that you look up to and that you admire are murderers. So what would be wrong with that? All the people that you look up, I'll say it again. All the people that you look up to in your community, murderers, thieves, rapists, essayers, enslavers. That's everybody that you have to look up to. Deceivers, people who gave people smallpox and took over their shit after they befriended them and showed them how to farm and shit like that. I'm not being racist. That's the truth. Who do you have to look up to? Who's on the money? Who's on the money? Are those good people on the money or no? Are those good people on the money or no? Who's on the money? Who was the forefathers? Was those good people or no? Like your boy said, putting people's names on school. Whose names is on school and on monuments and stuff like that? Confederate soldiers? Those is good guys? Oh, okay. Yes, they are good people on the money. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks for saying so. You confirmed it. That you look up to scumbag type people. All the people that you have to look up to is skullduggerous and genocidal and a whole bunch of other stuff. Who's scared of them? Somebody in the comment section? Yeah, they're the founders of my country, your country. What was it, Madame Priest? Your country, huh? You probably descend from somebody who came over here on the boats too. Yo, talk about your country. You ain't nothing but a couple generations is. You a European mutt too. You came over here from the potato famine. Stop playing. You use a worm to catch fish. Why would you keep the worm after? Yeah. You're probably scared of white people. Who, me? Okay. Then I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing with my whole chest and face. Unlike y'all. Europe is calling. Actually, they didn't sell us. We was already here. Because we now found out that y'all didn't bring nobody over here from slaves. You didn't know that? You didn't know that? Didn't nobody come over here directly on a slave? Africa never? Don't tell me you didn't know that. You ain't know that, fam? You still think people came over here on slave ships, cuz? Now there's a few that came over from the voyage from the Caribbean islands over here, but there wasn't no voyages made from over there to over here with us, fam. What you talking about? Hate is such a strong word. See, I don't have a hate bone in my body. Like, hate usually comes from fear, and I'm not scared of. And hate usually derives from jealousy. And what is there to be jealous of? Y'all literally internet keyboard dweebs. Y'all dweebs, fam. Y'all the real definition that, first of all, the term dweeb wasn't made up for a black person. That's one. The term dweeb was made up for little dweebs like you. You're a dweeb, fam. A real live dweeb. A real live one. Do I have to play the video about racism and prejudice? Hell yeah, I'm prejudiced. I got all the right to be, but I can't be racist. We know this. Come on, man. Systems, fam. Systems. Come on, fam. Do I got to learn you again? Do I got to learn you?
And racism are the same thing. I'm so glad I got this comment today, because when I speak on the topic, I get comments like this. When you say you can't be racist because you're black and then put whites down, you out yourself as one. And I go, yo, quick. What's the definition of racism? Judging by color, which is what you do. That is prejudice. That is not racism. I searched it up. I literally Googled both definitions of the words before I did any of this. I made a video. I had another dude. I was with you until you said it's impossible for black people to be racist. On that note, I'm out. I'm like, all right, peace. Imagine thinking black people can't be racist. Isn't there a better word for Chinese than take out than the Chinaman? Huh? Also, pretending you are immune because your color makes you a hypocrite and racist is what it is, bro. You sound silly AF talking all this liberal woke nonsense. Oh my gosh, I've been called a liberal. Jesus Christ. I go, what you are describing is prejudice. Genuinely, you can search the definition of racism and save us both time. White people don't understand what the words mean, yet they try to tell others the definition. And I'll sound her however I sound. You people are gonna do nothing but comment, which further helps me. Have a good night. Prejudice is an unjustified, typically negative attitude or opinion directed towards an individual or group based solely on their perceived membership in that group. So if I'm hating on you because of the color of your skin, that is most likely me being prejudiced. Racism is a system of oppression that assigns value and structures opportunity based on race. Like I said, black person checks white on a box for a job application. That's racism. Me and you show up at an interview at the same time. I'm a black dude, you a white dude. I'm getting hired by a white dude. There's a good chance he's going to swing towards you. Continue. It operates through beliefs, prejudices, discrimination, and systemic advantages that favor one racial or ethnic group over another.
Yes, sir.
Now, honestly, what type of system do we have that favors black people or minorities more than white people?
None.
Hey, look, some of y'all are going to be childish and be like, WIC, EBT,
none.
And that kind of further proves the point. But hey, a lot of white people think prejudice and race.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Huh? Well, see, there's a difference between racism and prejudice, and there's a difference between the prejudices too, right? Prejudiceness is like pattern recognition. It's just the difference is that we recognizing patterns that we've experienced. They recognizing are they're imagining scenarios that's never happened about people that they don't know. $16 likes. Fam, I'm running on like 6 videos right now. I'm pretty sure there's way more than 16 likes, brother. Running on six videos right now. And when I looked, the numbers was way up. So I appreciate it. right? I appreciate y'all coming in and spewing your little joints. It makes my screen go bananas. I appreciate it, bruh. I was finna try to do, I ain't gonna lie. I was finna try to do like an 8-hour stream because I was doing my research last night. And I seen somebody do it like an 8-hour or 11, 12-hour stream. And boy, the views and the revenue on that joint, I know had to be crazy. Oh, the FBI probably been watching me for a minute. Boy, I got over 4,700 videos on my channel, fam. I ain't just started talking this. Y'all just catching on. I got more than one channel, idiot. I know what I'm talking about. There's hundreds of people in the chat right now. What are you talking about? Right now. Mm-hmm. Depending upon what platform you're on. I just said earlier that they was messing with my Keep It P podcast channel. I don't know. That's the only one that ain't performing right now. I don't see what going on. Yeah, you're in the Keep It P podcast channel. I just said that. Idiot. Y'all don't listen. And it's actually 6 people on the motherfucker. 2 on the up and down. 4 on the up and down and 2 on the side to side. But it's popping on the other 2. That's why I use 3 channels. Because I'm black. And I figure out a way to bust through the algorithm. Because they be suppressing these kind of messages. You like to stick around a little bit to make fun of my ignorance? If I was ignorant, you wouldn't even be here. You know I'm not dumb. You know I know what I'll be talking about. Go look at them comment sections, boy. Go look at them. I don't do this for me. I do this for the people. I let the people speak. I play the people's videos. Yeah, I got some strong opinions too. But this ain't about me. It's about what the community is talking about. The P is for the people, fam. The Keep It P podcast. Duh. Hello. McFlizzle. Hello. So you should have took the plea deal instead of going to trial. I don't think there was a plea deal. Oh, I told you. The hamburger with the Lipton onion soup mix in it. Makes it great. It's a good hamburger. "35 years was too nice for a scumbag like him." He shouldn't have pleaded. He shouldn't have did nothing. He shouldn't even been in trial. The shit was self-defense. And sorry, Austin got killed, but he shouldn't have been fucking around. He shouldn't have took nothing. He should be out right now. No manslaughter, no none of that. He was standing his ground. First timer. Rosalinda Murphy. What up, Miss Murphy? He's showing his true racist colors in that interview. A demon. A demon did raise a demon. Yeah, Austin's dad is the worst. Jeff is the worst. It wasn't Austin's tit. He didn't even go to that school. He didn't even go to that school. They was kicked out of school, going to an alternative school, and they were suspended. I bet you Jeff Metcalf got a lot of shit. All you ninjas. I think that's kind of funny. Ninjas. I think that's kind of funny. That's some shit that I'll say to my homeboys. Ninjas. Watermelon felon. That's the worst thing he could have did to that. So Jeff comes up with a new slur, and y'all finna run the torch with that motherfucker. I see. Carmelo the Demon Slayer. There you go with the other lie. Who was that? Hard Rock Miner. He didn't bring a knife to the track meet. He had a knife on him. And good thing he did, because he had to use that shit. Y'all gonna be mad when Cuz get out. Y'all gonna be really, 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 really mad when he get out. How is that how is the statement racist? That's your feeble attempt in trying to shame us into not protecting ourselves. Oh, okay. That don't work. He should have used it. He should have got both of the motherfuckers. He should have. But it happened. You ever heard the song Punk Step Up to Get Beat Down? Emotionally unstable. You talking about the little hoe ass nigga that got mad because Melo said they team sucked, if that's what he even said, because that's what it's really about. But then how could you know what the real story is if everybody was lying on code with the white people? All I do know is let you and any other of the motherfuckers run up on somebody talking about get somewhere, do something, and you're going to be like, I've fallen and I can't get up, holding your chest. I don't give a fuck if he a criminal or not. That's by the eyes of the law, which ain't always right. Yeah, they was trespassing on school grounds. Thank you. Yep, they wasn't supposed to be there. And I don't give a fuck, nigga. You ain't finna tell me to go nowhere. Nigga, I'm sitting right here. And guess what? Austin, and guess what Anthony said? And he showed and proved too. Let that be a lesson to y'all. Touch me and see what happened. Touch me and see what happened. And there's going to be another Metcalf in here on your ass. Now, how about that? Huh? Touch me and see what happened. He tried to act tough, but Austin got in his face to make him leave, and he got scared, stabbed, and ran straight to prison. Nah, Austin thought that he was finna bully a black boy, and the black boy said, no, not today. You finna get this blade, and he gave that nigga a Ginsu slice. He gave him the Ginsu 5000. And y'all taking up for this, Austin. What kind of dude is he? One little poke of the blade and he out the door? We got niggas in Chicago getting shot 90,000 times, still walking around, shitbag and all. Your boy get poked one time and it's curtains. And it's curtains. That's what I'm saying. They'll be crying about. It ain't even a dude. It's not even. Don't get confused like it's about Austin. They don't care about Austin. Nobody in this comment section cares about Austin. They're using this situation to show how vile, nasty, insidious, and any other word that you can think of, just to show that they just terrible people. But guess what? It's the yin and the yang of this shit, y'all. I know that. I know it's the yin and the yang. Without us speaking about justice and truth, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, without us speaking about that, you go have the other side speaking about death, destruction, mayhem, chaos. Jamal. Jamal. If that wasn't that would have been funny too, but that's cool. The only question that matters is, was justice served? Hell no. It was injustice, and that's the same thing that make y'all twinkle in your little pants and have you touching yourself randomly throughout the day because y'all get off on injustice. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, y'all get off on injustice. When y'all smell, get a sniff of injustice, y'all gotta excuse yourselves to the bathroom real quick, cause it's fondulation time. Nothing makes you get off more than injustice. You understand? They trying to play it off like they making fun of black people, but inside they're really mad. Yeah, they are. There's a lot of reasons that they mad. The reasons, the biggest reason that they mad, and I know y'all ain't gonna like this, but y'all mad about that big black male phallus, ain't you? That's killing your people, knocking your white girls up, ruining relationships and marriages, making all these mixed babies out here. Just can't keep the white people white. We just gonna die off. I understand. Listen, man, I'm beyond understanding on why y'all act like y'all act, because I have been endowed with the knowledge of Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, who let me know that y'all just basically scared of a genetic annihilation. And I get it. You want to keep your people around. So you kind of in the catch-22, because if you love people and be decent and all that, then you inviting the Negroes in to do your daughters, and there goes white people. So what you got to do, you got to group together, you got to get in your little enclaves, you got to hate. You better hate them. Hate. We can't let them get our little precious white girls. Yeah, white people is thinking that. Yes, y'all is. Yeah, y'all worried about your little numbers too. Them little corrupted, little sour male wombs ain't producing no children. So y'all pushing abortion on us. Y'all got in vitro centers in your neighborhoods, and y'all trying this thing out. Maybe we should go on over to the Chinese. Let's make some with the Chinese. They got a little melanin and the eyes slanted, but they got straight hair at least. Yeah. I understand. Yeah, I know it's true. I understand, man. But that's a conundrum that y'all gonna have to figure out and understand. Like, if we love everybody, we's gonna be wiped out. It ain't gonna be no more black people if we love everybody. If we love everybody and be decent people, we's done for. Yes, I do. Y'all only 7% of the global population. North Norway and all of them joints ain't even bigger than Texas. What are you talking about? Do you know about geography and shit like that, dog? Huh? You know about population and shit like that? You keep blacks out, but get online to find something to be around, huh? Especially, it's an obsession, fam. They gotta constantly try to figure out what we own and what we doing, you know, to infiltrate the spots and this, that, and the third. I grew up in Oklahoma and we heard the N-word all the time, and there was a lot of white boys that got kicked to sleep, cops included. Our dude, our people are weak as our people are weak as hell. You ain't black. Cause see, that's an obsession too. They like to somebody as we was talking went to their little burner account to come back and talk as black. We hip to that too. Super obsessed, man. People of white or European descent make up roughly 13% to 16% of the global population. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. Especially over here, we already know what y'all own. Listen, fam. You can't talk to smart Negroes that know what the deal is. It's just so happened that you got one that has a little bit of empathy, because I understand your little struggle recessive genes. I understand your little struggle genes, your little recessive struggle genes. I get it. I get it, fam. Like, you know, you're not cool. Nobody admires you. You kind of feel some sort of way about the systems that was built up and how you really ain't work or do nothing really to get there. And that kind of makes you feel some sort of kind of way because y'all see, you know, black people striving to survive and no matter what you've done to them. And y'all like, damn, we just cannot get rid of these niggas. Nah, you can't. You can't. Because we're resilient. Very. And now y'all done voted for your dude who thought you was finna usher in Make America Great Again. So y'all thought niggas was going back to slavery and shit, and y'all was gonna be able to say nigga and do all that shit your grandparents was able to do, but you can't, because niggas is socking you in your goddamn eye. So all y'all got really is the little police. That's really, yeah. Just so y'all know, the people, you know, my people up in here, AJ and them, you know that all they got is the police, really, right? Some of them got their guns, but they scared to use them. You know, but all they little mechanism is the police. That's all they got. And boy, when niggas start getting at the police, it's gonna be a sad day for a lot of you when you can't call 911. Do we live in the same universe? No. We live in totally separate universes. You live in a delusional one where you think that y'all gonna continue to subjugate and oppress black people. And I don't know. Don't y'all know the laws of physics? What goes up must come down. Y'all gonna come down. And y'all only coming down because of your own doing, because y'all just can't be decent people and just let it flow. Just let it flow. Break the hate and let the big black penises in. Because we're coming. Let the big black penises in. Surrender your daughters. Surrender your wives. Surrender them. Your aunties, all of that. Grandma can get some too if she take them teeth out. Holy low IQ Batman. I ain't spewing no. I know it sounds like hate because it's stuff that you do not want to hear. We're beyond that phase, okay? We're beyond the shaming phase. I don't give a fuck about your little fragile feelings. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me that your hate and your lack of empathy. Well, actually, I know the reason why. We ain't even finna really go there. And by the way, for everybody that's following along right now, I got another channel called Mind Blown AI, where I talk about some other topics because the tinfoil kufi is not far away. And any sane, rational person has been living on this earth as long as I have, you would know that we're dealing with some extraterrestrial beings. Let's just call it what it is. These people are they different. They different, man. Matter of fact, y'all. Is there since y'all so much is in control and y'all don't care, let me see how real y'all is. Let me see how real y'all is. Y'all want to give up some of y'all little alien secrets on why y'all do what y'all do or why y'all act like y'all act? Because I know y'all got some. Yeah, just because it hurt your feelings don't mean it's rage bait. You're right about that. but you know, they try to do and say anything to get to hearing the truth. Boy, you should have seen them earlier when I was playing them white people that was playing the truth. Oh, he doesn't represent us. He's stupid. He's dumb. They never want to hear the truth. And I'm cool with that. I will be trying to convince them. I'm just gonna tell you what you need to know. You don't want to hear from me, but that's cool. I'm gonna tell you what you need to know. That's your problem. They don't have the inner monologue. They don't, because they would talk themselves out of the dumbass shit that they say and do. That's how you can tell. That's one thing. Very Cricks, very, very good point. Very good point. You can tell that these people listen, and I'm starting to think that water, hear me out. I think water got something to do with them people. You know how like they don't like to clean and how they be nasty and dirty and stuff like that. Like they just like stay away from water. I only bathe once a week, face type ass. I don't wash my hands when I go pee, type shit. I don't use a wash rag when I'm washing my body, type shit. I think it got something to do with the water, y'all. Think about it. Why they if water's so important on this planet, why they pollute it? Why do they pollute it like that? Why would you have a chemical plant and let the chemical runoff go into a stream? What kind of shit? Low IQ, yes, indeed. Why would you do that? Why? He said they don't wash their body or their food before they cook it. The show don't. We tried that. We've been trying that. So you don't know about the hundreds of black towns that was sabotaged in this country already. Stop. Come on, man. Stop. See, we eons past that, man. Y'all, this is come on, man. Y'all IQ really don't be working. Y'all keep saying the oldest, stalest shit. It's an IQ thing, bro. You are not smart enough to know how dumb you are. Okay. Right. I know exactly what my IQ is based off what the white man said. Do you know what your IQ is? Because I know what mine is based off what the white man said. And my shit's pretty high and ain't got to lie about it. Do you know what your IQ is? Do you know what yours is? My shit is certified. I got documentation and paperwork about what my shit is. And you know how I got it? From one of y'all underestimating me, this little counselor dude, talking about how cocky I am and this, that. And he thought that he was finna take me down a peg or two by going to get me an IQ test. And when it came back, he had to eat crow. He had to eat crow. You ain't got no 160 IQ, fool, because if you did, your ass would not be on the fucking internet talking in my damn chat. So stop it. Einstein is up there with 160. What are you talking about? I'm black and I completed college. What the hell is he talking about? My IQ is 126. Buster. How you like that? How you like those apples? 126, Buster. Now you go take an IQ test and see what yours is. Buster. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. High IQ people don't have free time to be in somebody's comments talking bullshit. Black hair stinks. You wish you had black hair so you could get some style. You know what black hair don't do? Get lice. That's what black hair don't do. When we get locks, they don't look dirty and nasty and stink. I had hair before. I don't need no hair. I'm baldy now. Bald nigga, bald nigga, bald nigga, bald nigga, bald nigga, bald nigga, bald nigga. Why you ain't got no hair up there? I like this shit. I'm baldy now. And I would say I'm looking pretty dope too. I'm looking pretty dope coming into my little birthday and all that, y'all. My birthday in a couple days. You know what I'm saying? At 126 is not necessarily a high IQ. It's higher than average. It says that I can I have the equivalency of a college degree in knowledge. That's basically what it is. If you know the tiers of you don't get into genius status until you get into the 40s and up. 40s, 45, 50. That's where genius is. And Elon ain't smart. If Elon was smart, he wouldn't have 15,000 baby mamas spread across the globe. Get that. That nigga ain't smart. He just white and lucky. Elon ain't smart. My birthday. That's how the fuck I said it. Birthday, nigga. The best day of the year is my birthday. Can you guess when that is? The best and the blackest day of the year. How about that? I got the best and the blackest day of the year is the birthday, boy. Yeah, boy. Damn, I'm getting notifications. They is on that video over there. They is on that video over there. Oh man, I can't stop getting notifications. Cause I call Carmel, cause I call Lil Austin a little devil, the devil that he is. We didn't ask you. Do you think any of that? Birthday, June 19th. The best one, buddy. Thank you. June 19th. Juneteenth. It's been my birthday my whole life. I'm from Minnesota where we've been celebrating Juneteenth. It just became a national holiday, but I've been doing that. I've been celebrating Juneteenth. I thought somebody was blowing some tree up in there. I was about to say, hold on, now how y'all gonna smoke without me? Yeah, all right. Straight. This is a good. This been. No wonder the Democrats control us. He said, "Happy birthday, Brody." For sure. He said, "Why won't you answer? Answer what? What did you say?" Jesus is the truth. We should love all people and pray for both families as everyone's losing in this situation. I get what you're saying, but it's a one-sided situation. We didn't start the injustices. Juneteenth. That's right. I know. Kendra's is a lot of there's a lot of outstanding Geminis. I just happen to be one of them. Kanye, Ice Cube, Prince, Biggie, goddamn Felicia Rashad, motherfucking Kendrick, obviously. Trump, even a fucking Gemini, little goofy nigga. I get his narcissism though. As a Gemini, I get how that controlling aspect of him. I don't fuck with him, but I understand him. I don't fuck with him, but I understand him. He said, hell no, I've been trying to love our enemy, but they keep kicking us, so we kicking back. Pretty much. He said, funny how they only read comments which don't prove them wrong. Really? Geminis, that's right. We attract. Matter of fact, Dewan B, another a YouTube music professor. I think his birthday is either the same day or the day before mine, and we just happen to do the same kind of content and all of that. Geminis are great people. It's in us to talk like this. It's in us to do this. Quick-witted information. I had to embrace that part of my life. This is what I do. I got a grand knack for disseminating information. I like to end on even numbers, so I was gonna give it like 13 more minutes, and we'll ride it out. He said, I don't even remember what Juneteenth is for, by the way. Never really cared about it. So what? You closing us out? Yeah, in a minute. Yeah, in a minute, man. I like to keep the shit on even numbers. I was gonna do like a 2-hour stream, but it could be 3. My next stream is about to be 10 to 12 hours. I'm about to figure out enough content for 12 hours. My next stream is gonna be probably not the next one, because I don't know if I can prepare in that fast. But look out for a 12-hour stream. We're gonna do a marathon. Matter of fact, one thing I'm gonna do is it's so many good episodes on the Keep It P podcast, man, that I'm gonna have to go back and rehash some of those. Y'all gonna have to see some of that good shit that I was talking, because I've been doing this for a minute, man. Been putting in work, and boy, I got some videos on that thing that y'all need to see. I got some ozers. Matter of fact, Oh yeah, that ain't even relevant no more. I was gonna tell y'all to go subscribe to the other channels, but y'all ain't got to do that. He said, "Happiest of birthdays in advance." Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, here you say, how is number one and number two person in here pretending that they don't care about black people? They're upset. That's man. I appreciate all y'all in the comments giving them that flux. I done already took names on who I see giving them that flux, and I'm about to make some mods. But my biggest rule as a mod, like we ain't cutting them off for saying dumb shit. Only if they like spamming and shit like that. That's the only time I really like mods. But other than that, I'll let y'all go ahead and say the dumb shit y'all want to say. Get my little lighter. Stay mad, dumbass. Pretty strong words over there, huh? What's got you so triggered? What's got you so mad? Damn, I'm trying to get me a quick in real quick. Damn, all of these lighters and don't none work. What the fuck is going on? There we go. Anyway, Ferdinand dipped. They come in and they come and go. He said when they talk like that, they are talking about themselves. Yes, a bunch of projection going on over there. A bunch of look, y'all need to go follow my J Lock. I'll be giving they ass the flux over there on my channel. Y'all see little homeboy snapping out, giving his mom the flood. Look, I'll be putting up shit like this. They cannot stand it. Matter of fact, that's an AI song that me and TZ made. It's called Devils. Go stream that right now on go stream that on all major platforms. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all the album real quick. Cause I don't just talk about it, I do it for real. Look, you go to these comment sections. Hold on, you go to the comment section of the video, like this, the one we on, and then you click on this first one, and it'll take you to this, the foundational Foolery album, with songs like Scooter the Shooter, No Cookout, Eminem Ain't the GOAT, Hoop Dreams, Wash Your Ass, Cow Coochie, Black Card Revoked, Certified Coon Killer. Yeah, we got some crazy tracks on that album that bang. I can't play them on the show because they be trying to give me the copyrights for playing my own music, which is crazy. But yeah, we got the foundational Foolery album, Volume 1. And it definitely got some tunes on there. I mean, I'm talking about I used to get it in like heavily. Like we got, boy, I wish I could play some of these videos over here on the side for y'all. They just got this music in them, and I don't be wanting to mess up my thing. But I'm talking about we got videos, it's crazy. We be getting in them straight up. Like, look, this the cover of one of the videos. Let me see if I can. Oh no, you can't even really see it. You can't even see it really. Dang. Yeah, man. Go back and look at some of them shows, man. We go super hard, fam. Super duper hard, fam. Look, Emily ain't the GOAT. Well, I wish I could see that, man. We go super duper hard on a Keep It P podcast all the time. As we wind down, make sure again that y'all go to the description, the link in the description. We also got a documentary. I don't never talk about the documentary. You know, we got the Abolish the Slave Patrol documentary, right? Little $10. You know what I'm saying? Little feature. You know what I'm saying? What if I told you that today's police weren't built to protect but to patrol black bodies? Abolish the Slave Patrol is a powerful documentary that connects the dots between brutal origins of American policing and today's racialized enforcement system. This isn't just history, it's a breakdown of the blueprint that built the system we're still living in. If you're FBA, this film is required viewing. Period. Topics covered: roots of policing and slave catching patrols, the legal evolution of slave codes into modern law, why bad apples isn't the issue, it's the system, how defunding and abolishing differ, and what it really needs in the real war steps to justice and foundational Black Americans. The runtime is 40 minutes, and you know, go ahead and support. Make sure y'all can support the channel, become a member, and all of that from September, and all of that. Y'all could, become a member and all of that. Yeah, power to the people. Look, this the new intro. Speaking of power to the people, this the new intro. I wish you was on the. It all depends on what orientation you on. Or hold on. Matter of fact, I can make sure y'all see it on both orientations if I play it off of here. Hold on now. This the new Keep It P podcast intro. Oh, hold on.
So that we can move towards freedom.
This is the new Keep It P podcast intro. I'm gonna fix it so it shows right on both orientations. Hold on for y'all over there. Get it a little bigger for you. Check that. This is it.
And I personally hope that my people get this message as fast as they can so that we can move towards freedom and independence and be extricated and removed from white rule and domination.
The Keep It P podcast. The P is for the people. You little busters. The P is for the people, you busters. Hold on, let me see something. Cause my reels over here be cracking. Hold on real quick. I think I got a bunch of them shows. I got a bunch of them shows already up, I think, for sure. Hold on real quick. Let me. Look, these are some of the songs that are on the album. I can't play the song itself, but these is like some of the songs on the album, like Emily is Not the Goat. That's a song. We got like this one, The Wrong Cookout, about them people always being invited to the cookout. No more cookout invites. There's a song, it banged too. Y'all I wish I could play it for y'all because it banged. But go stream that foundational Foolery on all streaming platforms right now. Hold on real quick. Matter of fact, this was a show intro, an old one with Red Man bringing us in. Actually, hold on. What was
And this is how this works. This is how the world works.
no, I can't play that because it got my music behind it. I'm always trying to get some money off my music. Oh, look, this was us in Washington, keeping it P with the Keep It P shirts on.
Oh yeah, we out here scootered up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. We out here. Keep It P podcast. Riding around Washington D.C.
Yeah, we was out there.
That is the White House, ain't it?
Pablo in the house.
Yeah, we was out there getting it in. Fun on some black empowerment. That reparations rally was dope. That was one of the funnest experiences I had in my whole life.
We also got to pay honor and respect to the brothers and sisters in Tulsa who received a harsh injustice. We're still standing with them. We haven't forgotten about them. That was a horrible injustice. And we're going to stand up for them. Because the white supremacists like to use the excuse, well, the people who were harmed, they're not here anymore. Those people stayed here for over a century to see that justice is going to be served. And we're going to take the baton and make sure that that happens.
That rally was everything, though. We was out there getting it in. We was getting it in. Shout out to Tariq. Shout out to all the other people that spoke at the rally. Afro Elite, Black Alpha. It was popping out there. It was popping out there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm not. Is this the Oh no, I thought that was the intro to the documentary. I got a lot of content. I've been doing content for a long time. For a long time, my friend. What time is it? Oh, it's 3:00, man. Yeah, I had fun too, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, for sure. You know, I was just waiting till the little 3-hour mark. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go out like a bang. You know what I'm saying? Let me look you square in your retinas real quick before I let this thing go. But I'm Jay Lava. I appreciate y'all rolling, rocking with me. You know, I got 4 words before we go. I need you to go ahead and subscribe for the vibes, like for the spike, comment your vomit, share if you care about getting black empowerment everywhere. Please do that on the platforms that we are on, Jones. And just to bring it all the way home, I got love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out to Doha for Shoha. You already know. Yeah.